30%. It's going to take like probably a minute for YouTube to start actually broadcasting properly. You know what else I thought about doing?
What's up?
Just because where we're at, every week just fucking, you know how there's all these child abductions going on? I'm seeing a lot of child abductions and people missing and shit like that now. I wonder if it'd be a good idea just like at the end of the podcast, like just literally give out the people's names and stuff. And if you know anything, we're just we like to do something for a good cause. I'm just tired of seeing these kids getting fucking kidnapped and shit.
Same, but
Is that pushing stuff? That's it, dude. I'm just throwing ideas out.
My only thing is we keep seeing. I think we're live now. By the way, like
oh yeah, we are now.
I think we may have been live for a minute now. Yeah, we've been live for a minute and a half.
No, that's fine. I'm just thinking about it. There's nobody in the channel yet.
Yeah, you're right. But
and they can't rewind it until after that, and I'll just cut out the first fucking minute.
No, it doesn't even matter. It's my only thing is, and that's why it's like, oh, how much I want to talk about this COVID stuff, or oh, how much I want to talk about Epstien. It's because we're all seeing it everywhere.
That's the problem, man. It's just like,
and that is the problem. It's like I want this for especially the handful of people that are faithful followers of this channel, like, and comment and they're part of the chat and all that stuff, especially them. I want this to be something that they can look forward to that's different from what they're already seeing on Facebook, they're seeing on commercials. You can't play games, you can't watch TV, you can't go outside. I can't even go on YouTube without them wanting me to take a poll saying how much I love Biden, or I can't play video games without them telling me to go protest, or I can't go eat dinner at a restaurant because COVID. It's like, it's all, I just think people need something good. People just need something good. And I feel like me and you get crazy.
Let's just talk about just a little bit and not spend a lot of time on it. The only thing about COVID,
that's the thing. That's all that's going on right now.
You're right, and it's hard to talk about other shit when all you're seeing is the same shit.
Yeah, man.
It's more like it's like same shit, different date. Because first things are opening this date, next date they're opening this date. But this is the thing. I am very impressed. The only thing I want to say a couple of things about this, and then you have a shot too. And say, leave your comment. But the one big thing I've noticed about this really brought out creativity in people and the true entrepreneurs. Because the only thing I don't like is like where I'm at. I just saw a brand new ice cream parlor that just opened up. They've been building that building since I moved here 2 years ago. So this has been like a family that's saving money. They had a shitty location, and they got an actual building and not like a little section of like a shopping strip. And they have a nice ice cream parlor. I saw probably about 30 kids sitting around a circle, literally in a circle, eating ice cream, talking. How you doing? Hey, have you gone back to work yet? How about your stimulus check?
I drove to pick up some Thai food and sushi, and I saw, and I was like, oh, there's Florida again. I saw a golf cart driving down halfway on the road, halfway on a makeshift dirt sidewalk type thing, just because everybody walks down it. And it was a golf cart with a mom and dad and 4 kids on it. Only 2 seats. The other 2 were sitting where like the cooler and the bags go.
Yeah.
And I was like, of course, dude. And it was like right as I was leaving my house, going down like the main road. And I go get my food, come back. when I come back, I got an ice cream store at the bottom of my street. Like once you turn off the main road, there's an ice cream store, and I live right behind it, pretty much. It's called Brewster's, real good.
Brewster's?
Sure enough, they were there. Yeah, Brewster's. You've heard of it?
Fuck yeah, dude! I got a Brewster's on my street. I think it's a chain. It's a rare one though.
I got a Brewster's a tenth of a mile away from me. Like if that, it's a 6-minute walk. It's like a slow 6-minute walk.
Mine's like more of a 6-minute drive.
Marco walked there. That tells you how close it is. Marco walked there with us.
Oh yeah. It's definitely. I mean, Marco can walk for a good distance, but like sometimes when we went to the parks and stuff, it's just if it's really hot, and then if it rained the day before, because I know his knees get fucked up when it rains. And a lot of times where we park, the walk is really long. When we went to Universal, I actually went and paid for a front parking pass, and I drove one of the rental cars there. And then Mom and Marco left early. Well, they didn't leave early. They just left earlier than us because me and Brandon and Britt and Michael hit up a couple other rides and shit. But I gave them that parking pass because it's a fucking hike from the parking lots to these theme parks.
That's how SeaWorld was. It was pretty good. I like that though because then that gives me time to smoke a cigarette before I'm in everybody's face because I don't.
Oh yeah, you can't smoke or nothing in them parks. Yeah.
Well, they still have the spot. You know what I mean? They'll literally lose money if they don't have at least.
Brother, Disney is an anti-smoking
completely
establishment.
Smoke-free?
You have to get off the fucking premises.
That's good. That's good. I support that, dude. I wish they would outlaw cigarettes. I wish they would outlaw tobacco. Completely only in a selfish perspective. All the other stuff aside, but in a selfish perspective, I wish they would make it illegal. I wish they would make alcohol illegal because I wouldn't do it. When it comes down to me breaking the law, I have cravings to where if all I got to do is walk to the street and get it, my cravings are stronger than that.
Oh, just like that video when I was fucking with you. I gotta post that. When you're in the store,
my cravings aren't stronger than breaking the law. Yeah.
Right. I hear that. It's not it's not like heroin. Like heroin, people break the law over heroin.
Right. I'm not going to break the law over drinking or cigarettes. So I would quit. You know, I would quit, and I would be happy that I quit. I remember the first time I went overseas, I was like, God, I hope that there's no tobacco at the place I'm going. I was like, I hope they don't have it. Sure enough, they got so much tobacco there because people, it's the one thing people need,
Brother,
and I'm like, well, guess
tobacco and coffee, man. That's a big industry. And I know it's a selfish point, and I get what you're saying. I mean, you're saying that it would force you to quit, which would be a good thing.
Right.
100% agree with that.
So easy.
But the problem with that is you're going to lose a fuck ton of money and jobs, especially to the country. You're drinking a NOS.
Yeah. I bought this 3 days ago. I've been saving it for when I really wanted it.
Nice. I do that sometimes.
I do that every now and then.
I'll buy a Monster.
I'll buy something. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't need that right now. And then I'm like, that'll be I call it it's for future me.
Yeah. I usually call it when I do something good or if I work hard because like I feel guilty now. Like I drank some lemonade and then I saw that it said 27 grams of sugar because I'm out of my 0 sugar peach tea, and I felt like I was committing a sin when I was drinking it.
Right, dude. Right.
So I drank half of it and I'm like, okay, so I probably had like 13 grams of sugar, which is still god awful.
I actually cut all of that and like I'm fucking from breaking bread Yep. Yeah. But I gotta get all this. It's like I'm making drugs.
Do what your therapist told you to do for your tick, Sam.
Yeah. Brothers mocking people with disabilities. No.
Shut up. You're gonna get me in trouble.
He
meant that, and he was being facetious.
I haven't heard that word in a while. I think you're doing all right in life if you don't hear that word. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if you don't have to, you don't even hear the word. But no. I'm saying I always cut because I'll literally have a stroke if I don't finish my thought. Like juice and Gatorade and stuff, 50% water. I think it tastes better. Honest to God, it tastes better.
What, water?
I don't know. No, like Gatorade and like tea and lemon juice and stuff like that. Anything that's
Gatorade's got electrolytes. It's got the electrolytes.
Yeah, it's also got fucking Gatorade has as much sugar as. Got it right here, dude. Got a Coca-Cola can and a Powerade can. Total sugars 21, 40, 50, 53.
There's 21 grams of sugar in that thing. That's a pretty big bottle,
serving.
Though.
Per serving, 2.5 servings. There's 53 grams, and this has 40. So you know what I mean? It's terrible. It's just as bad as soda, dude. Sports drink. But anyway. Well, episode 8, dude. Never thought we'd make it this far, but here we are.
I don't quit, man.
Here we are, man. You asked me 9 weeks ago, hey, man, you're going to make it to episode 9? I would have told you, I don't know. But here we are.
Yep, we're in episode 8.
All right, so we're going to start off with the thing that I told you I didn't want to say nothing about it yet. So,
are we doing that or are we doing...
Spaceforce show.
Okay, that one. Yeah, I was going to say, first is Netflix or Spaceforce, you were saying. All right,
the Spaceforce show. On Netflix, starring Steve Carell, he plays the general I'm assuming from the Air Force. He's
now,
like,
Steve Carell, correct me if I'm wrong so I can picture the person.
40-year-old virgin.
Yeah, and Office.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably more famous for that. Yeah. Yeah. So the premise is it's a comedy because we're not going to talk about that, but everybody thinks, anytime a new branch comes into service, when the Air Force was first founded, everybody thought it was a joke, and the president in office when it was founded was looked at as a joke because everybody thought it was going to be silly. Even though Space Force has been, in the works for over 10 years but
Elon Musk has been all over it.
Yeah, it came in office now, and everybody's making, people, it's got comedy around it, and I get it. New things get made fun of, but Netflix did Netflix's thing and jumped all over the legal aspect of it all. So a week ago, we get an email, not even a week ago, I think it was Monday morning, we get an email, brave men and women of the, Air Force, Space Force, here's the official logo of the Space Force, an official slogan. And it's actually pretty cool. It's, I should know it. I'm not part of the Space Force. But I work for a base under the Space Force's command, so I'm technically the
I don't tell everybody about it, but since you opened your mouth, I don't talk about that shit to people, but I tell everybody. I'm not going to say how I know, but Space Force is fucking real. I know somebody's working on it.
It's not real?
Oh yeah, they think
people
it's fake.
It's not real.
Sam, people think that Space Force isn't real and Trump is a psychopath for saying that. That's what people think.
Space Force isn't Trump's design.
It's been in the works for years.
End of story.
He's the first one to bring it to light, I get. He's popular, and he talked about it.
Right.
And he approved it, right?
It's been going on since possibly pre-Obama, possibly George Bush, but at least since early Obama. Again, I'm not part of it, so I don't really care to know these.
It might have been after 9/11 if you think about it.
Culture.
If we could have picked up people come flying
Air
in.
Force culture.
Right. If you knew those planes coming in because you got overhead, which I know we do, but if we had an actual team dedicated to that, watching shit from above.
We're matching technology. The Air Force was created because air technology.
And the government's already released that there's been flying saucers and shit, and all that's real. The guy, you got to watch this thing. It's called by Bob Lazar. This guy named Bob Lazar. He worked for. No, he's real, and he's very quiet, very shy. Watch the interview with him and Joe Rogan, right? And then go back and find the old clips from when he was talking about it. This guy's 100% telling the truth. The fingerprint scanning that we thought was in sci-fi movies, he was the one that talked about it and everything. And they said, you know what? I didn't think we could find a picture of this, but they found one of the building. He goes, yep, that's what I was talking about. And everybody called me I was crazy. He goes, oh, and then he told you how it works and explained everybody.
Space Force isn't real. That's.
Do you think the military's involved in space? Yes.
You broke me, dude. No, but it's. How do you not think it's real? It was announced. This exists. It's now. It's official now. It exists.
They have people wearing.
Hey, dude, let me show you something.
Is there a spaceforce.gov? Please tell me there's a spaceforce.gov.
No, but here's the sign that we were making.
Nice.
My shop was making the very first sign. But Andy, you see that logo? Here, let me
Oh
move
my god, it looks I just saw it. It looks like Star Trek.
Andy, Netflix got the rights to the logo and stole it from the Space Force.
You're kidding.
We made the logo. The Space Force made the logo. Netflix made the show, trademarked everything, won the fucking case. And then that's why last Monday they were like, here's the logo of Space Force. They didn't even mention that we lost it. And it was a different logo.
What?
Yeah, dude. Netflix stole the logo. That sign is now trash. We got to recycle it. It's two of them, 10-foot by 5-foot signs. They were supposed to be the base signs.
Wow.
Netflix, dude, we had a guy working every day for 3 weeks on that. And Netflix took away a month of his work because they fucking could, man. Because they could. Not because they should have, not because it was right, because they could.
Man.
Fucking, yeah, so it's like we're all waiting. The joke is we're all waiting for when we're told we're not allowed to watch the Space Force show.
Well, just like they got rid of those star ratings on Netflix because everybody gets butthurt nowadays. Well, I think Amy Schumer did that. I mean, I'm sorry, Amy Schumer. You released your special right when Dave Chappelle came back. What the fuck you think was going to happen?
She sucks anyways.
My vagina stinks.
Nah, dude.
She literally tells
the whole thing. I think I talked about.
Did you watch it? I watched it.
I think I talked about this on the podcast. I've watched clips and snippets, and my favorite videos of her are the ones with somebody telling a joke, year, date, site, source, and then her telling the joke later on.
Yeah.
The same thing, just clip after clip.
Joe
after
Rogan
clip.
called out Carlos Mencia face to face. And Carlos Mencia knows Joe Rogan fucking. I mean, he's a world fucking taekwondo fighter. That's Joe Rogan when he started.
Yeah.
He even said, he goes, yeah.
I don't know why I thought you were talking about Carlos Mencia, and I was like, what? I was like, what? No, he's not. No way.
Carlos Mencia, yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. Him and Joe Rogan got into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Joe Rogan finally, one guy called out him stealing jokes on stage, and there's a bunch of comedians around you. And then, do you ever see the guy? I don't know if I should talk, but the guy that called him out, he does very controversial videos and shit. He was the one that came up with like half the fucking jokes he told that night, and Rogan called him out on it with the guy there. Yeah, you got to watch it. Carlos Mencia, that it pretty much killed his fucking career almost. I mean, you don't even hear about him no more.
Yeah, no, you don't.
I mean, if you're a thief, unless you're the most loved thief in the world,
yeah,
you know, people are gonna fucking say, "I ain't giving you my dollar," you know.
Yeah, but yeah, man, the Space Force Netflix stole the sign from the military, man. That's wild. That's how real it is, people.
Yeah,
that's how real there's already drama behind it, and it's existed for like it's existed for like 7 months now, but I think it was officially released in I want to say November, December 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's 2019, either November or December.
That's cool, dude. I don't know what I have on my camera, but like I got this redness going on. I look like ass.
This cracked me up.
Oh, I didn't even tell you about this. Talk about what you got to talk about, and I want to tell you something.
Okay, you see how pink my face is, right? I've been getting a lot of sun. I got a pool. I'll talk about that later. But so I got a lot of sun this weekend, and I get to work and I sit in like the front office and I kind of hand out the work that we do, and guy comes in and it's hilarious. Guy comes in, white guy. Hey, good morning. Hey, how's it going? Whatever. Everything's normal. Another white guy comes in. Everything's normal. Another white guy. Everything's normal. Black buddy comes in. Goes, hey, how's it going? Everything. And I'm like, oh, good. Da da da. And he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, man. What's up? He's like, you're really red. And I'm like, man, it's just sunburn. And he was like, oh, okay. And it cracked me up. You know what I mean? Because it's just not something he's used to. All of us white guys have been burnt to shit. They all knew right away. Like, he was in the sun this weekend. He thought like, shit, Fisher can't breathe or something. He's choking. Because he's all red as fuck. And
that's funny.
I thought it was cute almost. You know what I mean?
That's great, man.
Yeah,
but see,
dude,
that's our get it.
Yeah, dude, that's hilarious.
You could have got pissed about that, or you could have fucking laughed, and both of you just had a common fucking thing to always joke about. You know what I mean? That just built more of a relationship in my eyes.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, man. It's a cultural difference, but it's just you gotta find the comedy behind it.
I want to ask you a question. So, have you ever?
What's up, man?
Do you have like an extra freezer or fridge?
Do you want to build a snowman? Yeah. Why?
Like you freeze your meat out?
I have a
not just a fridge with a freezer.
I have a mini fridge that was supposed to be. It was initially my beer fridge, but cutting back on the old beer drinking lately. But yeah, so it's not plugged in right now. But I want a deep freezer. Why?
All right, so
like
we
box?
Yeah, it's like well, I want to get that. She doesn't want to get it because she likes to put her drinks out there and she don't want them to freeze. So she wants to get an actual fridge. So we have one. The compressor went out on it. I need to fix it. But when it broke when it was like 90-something degrees. And we ate leftovers for 2 days. My drinks are there, or in my mini fridge. My mini fridge is over behind the couch over there. And then her drinks, she could fit her tea and stuff in there. So we didn't go out to the fridge probably. We didn't need to for like a day or two. And last night, I walk out to the garage, because usually I go out front or something. I just walk out the front door. But I went out to the garage to get
I've seen yours. I've
seen
yours.
A tour or something. Yeah, so I go out there. I was just like, what the fuck died? The fridge took a shit.
Right.
I had ground beef, chicken, meatballs, fucking Cornish hens, all rotted.
Dude.
Oh, dude. I thought
just corpses. Yeah,
I thought
corpses. They weren't food anymore. They were corpses.
Yeah, I had decaying flesh in my fridge at this point.
Yeah, you had the basement of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy.
Yeah. So when I see that movie, that smell's gonna resonate with me now.
Dude, that's the number one thing that dude, Pete. I can't wait till we can smell TV. Everybody wants 3D and VR. I want to smell TV so bad.
They have it.
So bad.
South Park actually has a game linked for it. It's called the Smell It. So when you fart, you can smell it. PewDiePie did a whole bit on it. It's a real thing.
What do you mean? Like a little box?
A nose piece you put on, and I don't know if there's a cartridge you got to put in or something for this piece of, because he didn't show me how it works. He just did a bit on it. And I watched him do it, and it's like, he was playing South Park, though. I don't know if it's a South Park exclusive thing, but I'm pretty sure it's for, like, other stuff that have a compatibility with it, but it's probably not many out there.
Dude. I want to watch Star Wars and smell Anakin, dude. I want to smell Anakin after Obi fucks him up on the high ground. You know what I mean?
Pretty much. Oh, my God, this shit. I just got a LinkedIn message. I don't even know why. I'm not even part.
I got a really inappropriate text.
Well, let me finish.
So funny.
Let me finish
so funny.
Let me finish the fridge story real quick. So, because I'm not done yet. So I walk out, and it just feels like I got a haymaker from Stink, and
right.
So I'm like, all right. So it's 4:30 in the morning right now. I just woke up. I don't even got to feed the dogs for 2 more hours. They eat at 6:30. So I'm like, okay, I went out there to get a tool or something, I think for the fucking railing, because it flopped over again or something. I don't know. I was going out to the garage for something. And when I went out there, the smell hit me and shit. So I was like, fuck this. I opened the garage door. I grabbed the hose. Britt threw away the meat. And then I took the fridge and I kept the door shut. And I was going to open it outside. I didn't want to open it in the garage.
Right.
I opened it. I told Britt, I said, I've never thrown up from a smell in my life except for since I met you. Dude, Sam, when I opened it up, what smelled awful, first off, there was blood and shit everywhere in this fridge.
Right, all the juices, yeah.
Ugh. And when I opened it, I gagged once, instantly started puking. My Puerto Rican neighbor's like, yeah, man, you all right? 4:30 in the fucking morning. He goes to work at like 5. So I'm out there. I'm like, I'm fine, Javier. That's his name, actually. And so he's just like, he goes, you sure? He goes, I got a buddy that'll take that for you. I'm like, I'm good. But I'm just sitting out there heaving, right? Yeah. So I literally took a bottle of bleach, just fucking all inside that bitch, and then sprayed it out, took a whole thing of fucking Comet, just fucking all over the shit, sprayed it out, and then wiped it down with fucking 409. Then I got corrected later. She put Mr. Clean in it. But it smells like fucking a pool now. It smells good. But it was the most god-awful fucking shit. And apparently from where I rinsed it and did all that shit, you could still smell it in the grass outside.
Right. That's terrible, dude.
Yeah, it was fucking awful.
It's wild that you could smell it before you opened it, because that's supposed to be like an airtight seal. But I guess when it warmed up, it probably gas had to release. Okay, yeah, and that's probably what.
Well, you think about this. There's vents and exhaust systems in that thing, and when you get Stink's just going to move.
My fridge has a fucking air filter, and I still don't understand why. It's real tiny, but my fridge has an air filter, and I don't get why.
Because, well, did you ever see people?
You open it up and close it. It's got brand new air in it.
Not necessarily. What you got to think about is it's pumping air in it and recycling through it and stuff like that. And once you got air that's coming in, touching all the food, coming back in and coming back through, the filters.
Are people putting just roast beefs on the fucking just in the fridge, just a roast, just setting it down? Like, are people not wrapping in Tupperware? Well, then they don't deserve an air filter. They deserve bad food.
Well, like if I'm lazy, I want to clean shit up. I will literally take a piece of tin.
You'll put it on the plate. Yeah,
and I'll put tinfoil over a saran wrap or something. But I mean,
that's because you plan on eating it tomorrow, you know?
Yeah. But there's some people, man. It's just like, think about this though. If somebody eats something out of a fridge and it's because there's bacteria or the air didn't get filtered right, because most people, what they do is they buy the baking soda stuff and it absorbs all the fucking bacteria and nasty smell and shit. Because refrigerators will stink if you're not rotating stuff. Well, we buy bulks of meat, and then I didn't do it this time, obviously, because it was like the saran wrap ground beef and shit. I wish I did. But you vacuum seal it and everything. It's a perfect seal and whatnot. And so a lot of times we'll go to Sam's Club, buy a bulk of meat and shit, portion it out and just for different days and shit like that. Yeah.
Yep.
I know people around here that will literally buy a half a cow at a time. It's like $300, but your whole fridge will be filled with meat.
Yeah, that's all their meat for like, a season. Like,
yeah, but yeah. So I've been up since 4:30, and the first thing I fucking did was that. My day already started awful. Yeah, that was this morning.
My day started awful.
Yeah, my day started.
My day started Nick Offerman.
Apparently, when I get my when my accents gets bad, apparently Brittany has pointed out that I don't say like that. I say like that.
Like that?
Yeah.
One time in my life, I was in Silver Spring, Maryland, and like near DC, Maryland, and then Baltimore's like fucking an hour and a half north of there. Yeah. And so I was an hour and a half away from there, and I was working at I worked at a cafe for a little bit, and this person comes in, and all I did was ask them what they wanted. I was like, yeah, no problem, it's this much. And they're like, are you from Baltimore? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, I can tell by your accent. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
An hour and a half away. Like, that blew my mind. It blew my mind that somebody could hear which I don't talk like that now, I guess.
Well, I say the word hun a lot. Well, the word hun, I think I adopted that from Dad because Dad used to say it all the time. That's a Baltimore thing. I didn't know that.
Is it?
Yeah. The word hun, like all girls, I know, call me sex. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. But like a lot of girls and stuff, if I don't know, oh, thanks, hun. Whatever. I say it without even.
You do say hun a lot.
I don't even realize.
Yeah. Dad would say it to us sometimes too, though. When we were real little, like when we were little kids, he would even call us hun.
It's a Baltimore thing, It's just
like sweetheart. Like sweetheart's a Texas thing or whatever,
A lot of times, I would say sweetheart probably falls into like most country areas. I think that's just a common thing because it falls with sweet tea.
The Mississippi accent is one I cannot decipher. I've met 3 people from Mississippi.
Or Eastern Shore.
I don't know what the fuck they're saying, dude. I have one buddy, Caradine, and he's already a soft-spoken guy. Yeah. Fucking old Chuck, dude. I love that. I love that dude. Such a good guy. But it took me no bullshit a year to be able to have a conversation with him. We talked every day, and like we worked together a lot. But it took a year to be able to like genuinely respond to him and stuff. It was bad. I mean, everything was kind of. It was like Boomhauer. It was like Boomhauer. Legitimately like Boomhauer.
Dude, if you ever met a Eastern Shore chicken farmer, some of them guys, man.
Specific. You mean mom? Mom as a child?
No, Mom was a pig farmer.
She had chickens.
I'm going to show you something funny.
You drawing a picture?
No.
Oh, man.
This is how you talk Eastern Shore. Oh, you can't read this shit. There we go. Oh, it's backwards. Can you read backwards, Sam?
No.
It's not backwards?
MR ducks, MR not, OSAR.
Like the thing, like
it's backwards on the stream, but it's not backwards on for me. I see you different than they see me.
Oh, okay. So I probably should flip my camera. And we were talking about this shit.
God, on Discord
today, Junior.
Dude, when I stutter a little bit, my other buddy who also has a stutter, he'll double up on it, and when I go like, he'll be like. He's such an asshole, dude. But yeah, it's weird because it's on the insides on Discord and on the outsides on Twitch. Most boring moment of my life right there, trying to explain that. But, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so like my wrestling coach, he was also my Spanish teacher, and he was teaching us just like how to understand language. So when he first wrote that, he wrote it like they're doing a T-shirt, and I thought it said Mr. Ducks.
Yeah.
But the actual thing is MR Ducks. And now you think about it, there's ducks on there. Yeah, it's the Ocean City brand or whatever the fuck.
CM Wangs?
CM
like
Wangs.
The letter C and the letter M. CM Wangs.
I forgot to add that. Yes.
CM Wangs, shoot them. SHOOD. Shoot them. MR Ducks.
Yeah, man.
Like Marty wore all that merch.
Yeah. Bitch. Fuck him. Excuse my mouth.
Oh, man.
I hope he sees her one day. Fuck him.
Yeah. You ever think about that? Like, man, I hope I see that fucking, just, whatever, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it just like, somebody from your past, like just randomly like interact with them at fucking Starbucks or something. I don't know.
Dude, did I
like
tell
somebody
you?
like dramatic like that.
Did I tell you ran into Brittany's ex-boyfriend? This was last year, but did I tell you about it? This was like right after. This was just like a couple months after we got engaged, and so we're out. I went and got crab. You know how it is in Carroll County. Like you can go drive down, and then you can like find guys selling crabs out of the trucks, but they're actual like crabbers and shit. But they sell it cheaper because it's not a store and stuff. They have less overhead. Yeah. So I could get a dozen crabs for like $25. To everybody who doesn't buy Maryland blue crab or is familiar with it, a lot of times that shit can run on a good day $40 a dozen. But usually between $40, $60 for a dozen of smalls.
I was gonna say 60. I'm used to that.
You'll get a mix of large, medium, and smalls for like $25. Males, all males. And then I just steam them myself.
About Florida crabs. I didn't even bring that up, dude. It's like 50-50 with everything, male and female. Female crabs are you throw them back. You throw them back. Get rid of them. Throw them back.
Nobody wants all them eggs, right? And you don't want all them eggs and shit when you eat anyway.
And the meat don't taste as good.
Nope.
There's less of it.
Nope.
It's the legs don't come apart right. The legs are thinner. Throw them back, dude. Let them make.
You're being sexist against crabs, Sam. Stop.
No, fuck them crabs. Right. So that's twice now. You brought up the S word.
Yeah, because we're moving on to something else that I know everybody's probably going to rag us for, but I think it's fucking funny topic. Remakes.
Okay, so
we're doing the remakes, right?
Yeah.
Let's do the remakes with the remakes just to how do you want to put it? Remakes just
gender swap.
No, it's more of like to empower women in Hollywood for the same acting roles as a male.
The remake is a gender swap. That's quite literally what it is.
You know what? I see what you're saying. 100% agree with you that. So you
Ocean's 11 and Ocean's 8 isn't the exact same thing.
I can't hear you. What, Brittany?
Oh, I thought I was like,
I gotta take a break.
Screaming in your ear.
No, I can't. Why? What's going on?
Uh-oh. Hey man, this is what we do. We come at y'all live, and sometimes life happens. That's how you know it's real. That and all the dumb stuff.
Fuck it.
Are you good?
No. Keep an eye on him. Is he outside talking to you guys?
Is that the guy?
So I'm gonna tell chat this. I got robbed about a year ago. No, January. Just feels like a year.
Okay.
So
it's not the guy though.
Yes, it is. It's his father, and apparently he's out front. Just came to our house to tell us about how heavy they're into drugs and shit. Huh? Oh, so he saw you walk out, and then he came and approached you about the drugs. Can I stream it?
I wouldn't.
He wants to talk to me.
Yeah, because I'd DL this one.
Sam.
I'd DL
Sam.
this one. I'm telling you, Andy.
Sam,
I'm telling you.
Let me invite him here. Let me sit him down in this chair.
What happens when he goes and screams, blah, blah, blah. What if he says like a word you can't say 3 times and get your Twitch thing banned? You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. I don't know this dude at all, but it'll be good content.
Exactly. Yeah, to go viral, but not to be able to fucking sell it again.
Guys, let me go take care of this real quick. We'll be live again in about less than an hour. Okay, give me till can you wait till like 9? My dogs are going off. I have a feeling God damn, man. Every time I do this on fucking Wednesdays, why can't people just be fucking sane for one fucking day so I can do my podcast? I can't win, man.
Maybe we'll start pre-recording, dude, and we can just edit this shit. We'll try to do we'll live game or something, and then we'll post the podcast.
I'm gonna. Know what?
Even
Sam, you run this podcast right now. I'm gonna be 10 minutes. Right. You run this shit. My brother.
All right, man. All right. So here. Oh man. So I'll tell y'all a little bit of background here. That's funny. Baby, I know you just texted me asking me what is happening right now. So we all know my brother, and we all know Andy. We all know how Dink gets down, and we all know that he's got strong will, strong mind, strong personality, strong thoughts and opinions, and a real person in real life that is obviously has family members at his house, thought it was okay to become an internet troll. We all know the internet troll, that we all know that people just want to talk trash, and because they're behind their little keyboard, people think they can say and do whatever they want. And this guy thought because he was behind a keyboard, he can say and do whatever he want. And without going into too many specifics, there was a gentleman who knows Andy and Bink personally, and he has been in their house before, thought that he could go run his mouth on the internet, thought he could threaten my brother, thought he could personally attack him, thought he could insult him, challenge him to a fight, tell him he would beat the living piss out of him if he can't, if you saw me in person, da 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 da. This guy keyboard warriored it up, and then blocked Andy. As soon as Andy said, then come fight me or whatever, blocked him. The guy blocked him. The guy won't respond to him. The guy won't nothing. Andy's trying to legitimately host a legal fight between this guy just for the sake of legalities. Pre-signed waivers and everything. And I guess it's that. And I said it's that guy, and he said no, it's his father. So I guess that guy sent his dad after Andy. Which, oh God, the reason the podcast was late is because Andy was telling me this story. This is just, it's all it is just a little troll, just a little internet troll. Who I told Andy not in a million years would he ever come see him face to face, because anybody who talks like that behind a keyboard and then blocks somebody who lives within their distance and all that stuff is obviously that kind of person. And these are the kind of people, man, we just don't need them. We just don't need them, especially right now. And it's at its worst right now. You know what I mean? It's existed forever. Cyberbullying has existed forever. It's been a pandemic. That's probably the biggest pandemic before our first real pandemic for most of us. And it's just gotten worse over time, man, because people have too much time and people are bored. People, anybody who ever says there's nothing to watch on Netflix or there's nothing to watch on Hulu is an idiot. You know what I mean? There's so much to do to entertain yourself. You just have to be willing to be entertained. It's not that there's not enough to do. It's not that, you go for walks, go do this. You can do anything else with your time, but these people are just bad people. And everybody's using COVID. Everybody's using the racial issues going on in the world as fucking excuses to just be bad people, man. Everybody thinks they can be bad people. And this guy tried to be a little keyboard freaking troll in real life, where each other knows where each other lives, and now he's sending daddy to come talk Andy out of it right now. Which is just that. And by the way, it's another 30-year-old something grown man. This man's got kids. This man's, it's a grown man. This man's got 3 kids, and telling Andy that he'll come fight him. You know what I mean? Like, they're middle school. And when Andy's telling the story, I was like, oh, dude, this reminds me of the exact thing that happened to me one time in 7th grade. The last time I was in a fight was in 7th grade. Nobody should tell somebody that they can take their girl if you have a diploma. That's it. If you have a diploma, you're not taking somebody's girl. That doesn't exist anymore. The only reason people should say that is if they're not old enough to own a diploma, or they were too stupid to earn one, and that's all that person's gonna be. Goodness, man. That's wild. So there's the background. Man, I don't know. I wish chat was rolling, man, so I could just talk to you fools. But yeah, so that's what's going on with that. But I want to talk about this with Andy, but I'm just gonna keep on rolling, man. I'm just gonna keep on rolling. So I wanted his opinion on that. So let me talk about something else. I gotta wait for Andy for that, man. God, that kills me. Screw it, man. So that's it. I'll keep going on about that, dude. There's so much to do right now. Like there's so much to do right now. So many shows to watch, so much stuff to do. Everybody should know at least one person close. You know what I mean? Because we're supposed to social distance, right? But you have everybody's either at work. If they're not at work, then you've got a spouse. If you don't have a spouse, you might have a kid. You don't have a kid, you have a parent. If you don't have parents, you got somebody. If you have nobody, you've got yourself, man. To journal, write down some thoughts, go for a walk, go to a park, go out in public. Social distancing at no point, at least I can't speak for the world, let alone even the whole country, but from what I've heard from real people in real life, because that's what I base everything I know, I base it off of real life. I don't believe the internet, period. And it's not because of skepticism, like crazy skepticism. It's not because, I'm a conspiracy theorist or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's just you gotta take the internet with a grain of salt. Um, but everybody calls lockdown lockdown, but it's not. You can go outside. You can walk outside. Me and the wife are working on savings right now, and we're fortunate. We're not. I'm not rich by any means, but we had extra money, and we weighed the options. She's been able to put away some savings better than me, so we bought a pool. It's we're not going out. We're not going to Disney because we live 2 hours from it. We're not going to water parks. We're not even going to the beach just because there's a lot of people out there who aren't social distancing and stuff like that. So we did what we could, and we're gonna go play with a pool. It's something in the backyard. We can do it right here. We can still go outside. We can still get some sun, man. I got some vitamin D. I've been happy the last few days. I'm getting a tan going on. It's we cook things that we want. We still, I drive and get takeout. It's I wanted sushi real bad, and we always go to, when we get sushi, we like going to the restaurant. We like the atmosphere. We normally take an Uber or taxi or something like that, whatever, so we can, have some drinks. We like sake with our sushi and stuff like that, but can't do that right now. So, we just do what we can do. And we go and pick it up and take it home. And that's it. You just chill. Um, it kills me everybody saying the hard times people are going through right now because most of us aren't, man. Um, and there's people who really are. I'm not going through hard times. It's inconvenient. Most of the people I know, almost everybody that I legitimately know in real life, isn't going through a hard time. 99% of the people that I legitimately know are inconvenienced at best, but claiming to be going through hard times. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. There's people who really are going through hard times, and that's what nobody freaking gets, man. And now I'm rambling about like personal crap, and I just want to make jokes, dude. I'm just here to be silly. I let Andy go on his rants, and I just try to be silly, and that's all I want to do. I always try to get him going just so I can be silly and fuck him up with some jokes, man. Some little slapstick nonsense at him. Um, like here, probably the hardest I laughed. Well, actually, it's probably today was the hardest I laughed. I had to take my dog to the vet. He had a little bump on his leg, little red bump, just showed up out of nowhere. King, y'all have seen him. And we looked it up, and it was like, oh, it was like, oh, there's a 99% chance it's gonna go away on its own, but there's a small chance that it's cancer. And we're like, well, shit, let's take him to the vet. Let's 1% cancer. That's still a chance. So we take him, we make the appointment. So however long ago, I'm off work today, so I took him today. Wife set it all up, and I go, and we get there, and in the last 48 hours, the bump pretty much disappeared on its own. So we already knew it was going to be fine. We get there, they say it's fine, but it's a vet checkup. Even when you go to the doctor for diarrhea, they're still going to see how you're breathing. You know what I mean? There's still the standard crap because you were in the hospital, so they got to make sure everything's good. So the vet, gives him his little rub down. She starts at his ears and his face. They'd be like, oh, he's so cute. He kind of looks like not all docs and what else. I'm like, oh, Jack Russell. She's like, oh, cool. And she keeps rubbing him, massaging him. And I see when she starts getting to like his hip points, he kind of plops. Says, how dogs will sit straight on their front, but their bottom half will be like laying down almost, like a mermaid or something. He plops down, and I look at him plop, and he's just got a fatty going, dude. He starts massaging his hips and his stomach, and my dog's just hard as a rock getting a rub down by a strange vet and with his little red rocket, dude. And it was so fucking funny. You know what I mean? And I'm in this room. It's a weird thing. I had to pull up to the curb. I had to, call in and be like, "Hey, I'm here at spot 7," because they put signs out. We're all wearing masks, and they're like, "If are you comfortable enough to come in?" I'm like, "Yeah." Everything's weird and different, and everybody's saying it's a hard time. It's just weird and different. But I still was able to laugh my ass off at my dog sporting a fatty, getting a rub down by a strange lady who was massaging his hips. You know what I mean? And that's it. That's it, man. That's it. Why is Andy out on his yard right now? Who knows what's going on? I'm giving him his 15 minutes, and actually I can't call it. His thing's just gonna stream so I guess I'm stuck here for a hot minute. But because who knows how long he's gonna be up there? Could be a psychopath up there. I don't know. You know what I mean? That dude doesn't know that what he's inconveniencing. This is literally me and Andy talk 30 minutes, an hour tops before we do these. We just run through some stuff. We get our, the real stuff. We want to talk about the family stuff. We're brothers. We talk a little bit about that. We barely plan anything. It's mostly like us going, "Oh, I'm gonna bring this up. Okay, I got something to bring up too." And once we're both like, think we have enough, like, "Oh, I can bring this thing up," we send it. You know what I mean? Because we want it live. We want it authentic. I'm sitting here talking to an empty chair right now because it's live and authentic. But which seems to not be freaking working lately. But yeah, man, it's just everybody needs to chill a little bit. Everybody needs to laugh a little bit more, and everybody needs to chill a little bit, man. And that's it. And if you're not going through a hard time, do what you can for people who are, but stop claiming you're going through a hard time. People claim that their life is so difficult and so this and so that. It's like if you're eating and sleeping and working, you're fucking fine. Like there are people who aren't doing those things. So at the end of the day, just chill, dude. Just laugh at something. My wife in the middle of the night just screamed in the middle of the night the word come, and and I think she was saying like she was like yelling, dreaming to yell at the dog or to get somebody's attention or something. I don't think it was, get your mind out the gutter. That cracked me up, dude. I laughed as soon as I woke up. I was like, "Oh yeah, that happened last night," and I laughed, dude. Still COVID, still problems, still this, but I woke up and laughed because y'all just gotta chill, man. I don't know. I don't know. I think I just want to be famous and have a million people that watch my stuff so I can give a million people a break from this fucking nonsense out here, man. Nobody needs it. Nobody needs it, man. I don't want a psychopath on my brother's lawn right now, but there very well fucking could be. You know what I mean? I'm stressed about it. I'm tempted to call him and see what the fuck's going on, but you know, that is what it is. But I don't know. But yeah, man, I got that pool. Pretty freaking sweet. It's pretty it is nice. It's just an above ground pool. Little, put piece A and piece B, turn the hose on, let it run for 2 days. It takes 2 days to fill up a swimming pool. It's 10,000 gallons, man. It took 2 days, like probably a good 36 hours. We did it over the course of like little spurts. But I'm so fucking scared. I don't know what my water bill is gonna look like. I have no idea, man. I have no idea. I'm like trying not to buy cigarettes because I don't know what the fuck my water bill is gonna be after letting my hose run for 2 days straight. But but yeah, and I think it was that the water and everything that probably helped my dog's little bump clean up a little bit. But he it's so cute, man. He does the typical as soon as there's water underneath of him, he does the little tries to swim in the air thing, and I've never seen that in real life. And it cracked me up, dude. I've never seen even when I was holding him, and he was just sitting there still and he was still doing the little trying to swim in the air thing. And I've never had a dog that was the most dog, dude. He's the most dog in the world. If I was an Instagram fucking person, it would be a million videos of my dog. It's so freaking cute, dude. So freaking just that, that. And I asked the wife before we start this. I'm like, "Hey babe, I think I'm struggling for ideas. What's been going on this week?" And she's like, "Honestly, our whole life is our dog right now." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. That's it, man. My whole life is just my house. I work 50% of what I'm used to, and I chill with my dog. That's it. I'm fine. I'm fucking fine." There's so many people that have so much more than me that are crying. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I need Andy to come down there, man. He's so ready for this. Dude, it took. I probably had to stop him like 6 times and be like, "Andy, we got to start the podcast, dude. He's like, yeah, but this guy, da 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 da. And I'm like, Andy, we got to start the podcast, bud. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on, man. We'll see what the hell happens. But I don't know. I'm half tempted to fucking. You know what? Let's call him. It's been 20 minutes. We're gonna hear his phone ringing on the counter, I bet. I can't remote shut off his podcast, but I don't want to stream this. Voicemail, man. That's freaking wild. Let's try to call Dink, dude. Freaking crazy. People are insane. Anybody just tuning in? All right. He's on his way, people. He's on up for Big's phone. Oh, man. People that are tuning in, and he's dealing with a fucking scared little...
God, I'm good.
What? Hang on. Let's wait for Andy to put his headphones on. Let's wait. Because
I wish thongs could go back to normal. That's what I thought that said for a second, but now I see the correction of things.
What are you talking about?
How'd you do it, Sam? How'd you do? Good?
I talked the whole time at least.
Okay, good. Sorry about that. So, here's some content. I just had, because I know my neighbors don't know who I am and watch this shit. So, the father of the daughter, who's a nurse, just came and told me how bad they're into heroin and that how they're cutting up and dealing shit, and caught the one guy out there dealing the drugs when I went out, and then he saw all these people standing on the front porch looking over, and then one guy bolted in the house, the other guy went in his car and drove off. And the father's telling me how he's been, well, apparently the guy that lives there, he's 25, and when he was banging the guy's daughter who was here, she was 15. He got charged with all the sexual assault shit, and then the father beat the shit out of him with a baseball bat. And I'm like, dude, I don't know.
This has nothing to do with the guy that you want to fight.
No.
Okay, because I told the whole backstory to that pretty much.
Okay, well, that's not that. That just made this podcast better.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but since you did, fuck that guy. If your name is Joe Dick, give me I got a waiver for you to sign. Come to my fucking house. Sign the piece of paper. I'll sign my piece of paper. You knock me out pretty good. Yeah, go ahead and do it. Hit me. Fucking me up. I hope you do. I hope you do. Okay? And then after you fucking hit me, and I get to taste my blood because it just fucking gets me off, I'm going to kill you. Legally. I want to legally fight you and break your fucking neck. Joe Dick. His name is Joe Dick. He's a scrawny little bitch. Now back to my other story. Dude, there's been drama. So much drama.
That's what I was talking about, dude. I was talking about how everybody needs to fucking chill and stop being fucking shitty. Everything is good. Everything's fine. I talked about how my my dog got a fucking boner at his vet appointment, and it was hilarious. And it's like, yeah, we were wearing masks and everything was all social distancing and awkward, but it was still fucking hilarious. Like, everybody needs to just chill. That's what I was getting at the whole time you were gone.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to just fucking chill, man.
It's very true. Everybody does need to chill.
I couldn't get into any of my notes because everything I have here is for us to talk about, and I looked at it and I was like, God damn it, I can't talk about any of this because I don't want to fucking double down on stories.
Bro, I am so sorry, but literally that's why I was like, fuck ending the podcast. I'm not ending it this time. I'm going to go take care of that real quick, and then I'm going to come back.
Well, the whole thing, I was like, if he doesn't come back, I'm going to bounce. And I was like, I can't bounce because I can't shut his off because then it'll just be a fucking blank screen of just him going,
That would be funny, though. I'm like, oh, Sammy left.
Yeah, I can't do that. But Lauren texted me, what is happening right now? And I was like, I was like, fuck it, let me just tell the story on the podcast.
Go ahead. I mean, that's fine. That's funny you did that because that had nothing to do. So this was my neighbor's. So the people that robbed me, the girl that's with that guy next door, It's her father. He was banging her at 15 years old, got her knocked up. He got charged for fucking sexual assault. And the only way for him not to go to jail was for them to get married or some shit like that. Dad wouldn't fucking approve it. She went and emancipated. The whole fucking big thing, man. The shit sounded like a movie. But the father was shaking, and I could tell in his body language and his voice, he was being very sincere. He's like, he goes, I don't talk to her much. I don't get to, but I hear he's beating her and shit like that. I said, well, I'll tell you right now, man, because my other neighbor, not the one that's right next to them, he was at my front porch too. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, my neighbors are all in my front of my yard right now. And they're all talking about how you can see all this fucking drug shit activity shit. That's the difference between my neighborhood and other people's neighborhoods. You got to communicate with your neighbors. You got to be fucking cordial. You got to get along. Yeah. You got to be understanding of each other. And some neighbors.
I pretty much lost my neighbors when they moved in.
Really?
They parked on my lawn. Well, I'm pretty sure it was the dude's dad or the lady's dad. It was a couple that moved in.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it was one of their dads parked on my fucking lawn.
No shit.
And I was like, hey man, you're parked on my fucking lawn. He was like, oh, I'm sorry, and that was it.
No, it's on the table upstairs.
Oh, okay.
So we barely wave hi to each other now.
Yeah.
She looks so happy, like about just everything. You know what I mean? Like all that drama, and she just
she just looked at me. She goes, I know. Sammy's saying how happy you look with all the drama going on.
How happy I look? No, I was like, what
the when Brittany gets nervous, sit down.
Even now, she's still smiling.
You're getting on this fucking podcast. I will relay stuff to say, but I'm actually going to question you. So, there we go. Look at that beautiful face. So, what we're going to...
Oh, thanks, man.
So, you guys know I'm not making this shit up, and I'm being a drama king, because I'm not a queen. I'm not gender fluid. But,
I'm queen as fuck, and I'm proud of it.
Hey!
Oh, my God.
But, so, Brittany, talking to Mike, I want you to tell the people what we just experienced.
For the people, by the people.
All the freaking neighbors?
Yeah, go ahead. People love women on podcasts. Come on, talk.
I don't even want to talk about it. This shit's crazy.
Just give a short rundown.
Basically, we just had some father show up at our doorstep after, like, not talking to his daughter for 6 years and telling us how much of a douchebag this guy that lives next door to us and that they're selling drugs and all kinds of shit and he's beating his woman.
Yeah, and he's beating her.
And he hasn't even met his grandson.
So it's the father of the neighbor.
Yes.
What's this have to do with the people that robbed you?
Crazy.
The people that robbed me are my neighbors.
I guarantee you it was them now, and I know that.
I know it was them, Brittany. I told you it was them. I just didn't have proof, so I can't do nothing.
To her father, I said, who do you think?
If I called the cops after smoking a fucking bowl in the garage, babe, you know goddamn well I'm pissed.
Babe, I even said to her dad, I said, I've lived here for 6 years, never had any issues whatsoever. And then all of a sudden he shows up saying this stuff. And I was like, dude, that guy walked outside of his house when I called the police when we had $400 or so stolen from our garage and tools. And the dude was standing there smoking a cigarette in his garage and was like, hey, so what's going on? And I told him basically like, yeah, we had tools stolen out of our garage.
He's like, I gave your fiance my number.
But my brother was over last night, but he wouldn't do anything like that. And I'm like, who says that? And then the cops show up and they knock on his freaking door, and the dude doesn't answer.
No, they left.
What'd I tell you, dude?
No, they were there. They didn't answer.
It's like 90% of the time, dude.
You know what Sammy just did?
So
I was venting to Sam about Joe and how I want to fuck him up. Yeah. And Sammy just gave that whole backstory thinking it had something to do with that situation. It was something totally different, which just made this hilarious.
I thought he sent his dad. And that's why I was like, when you came on, before you put on your mic, I was like, I got such an I told you so for Andy. Because I was like, I told you he would do anything and everything to avoid the fight. And I was like, and now he sent his fucking dad to fight battles for him.
Oh, send his dad up here. I seen Joe's dad. Dude, he's a fucking exterminator. He's an old man exterminator. I wouldn't even fight him because I would kill him with.
I'm gonna go back upstairs.
All right, beautiful. Thanks for giving a backstory.
Too much drama.
I know.
For me.
Can't even.
I thought I was going insane for a second, but I just realized that I had fucking Twitch turned up a little bit.
Babe, I walked down here and I was just like, you need to take a break.
Sam, vouch for me. Do I not have this fucking shit luck or Murphy's Law that just follows me everywhere?
I got some.
Like, I get like all kinds of
sorta.
dumb
Dude,
drama.
it's kind of our family, honestly.
But it's like
But it's like
everything
half of
everything
them
always
ask
works
for it.
out. Everything always works out.
Yeah. Yeah. Normally, I mean, we're all here and alive, so yeah, you know what I mean.
Right.
And if you're not selling your body for money, not by choice, I think you're doing okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm walking past and I'm taking a picture of his license plate and I'm sending it to the freaking cops. And I'm gonna be like, you need to come here and sit in my neighborhood and you need to watch this shit. Because I'm tired of it and they need to get the fuck out.
Nah, man. See, gangsters, they don't care about cops. And right now, cops, they're not even responding to a lot of shit,
Whatever,
Brittany.
I don't care. I ain't fucking dealing with this shit no more. I'm tired of these little
Welcome to
assholes.
2020. Cops ain't responding to this shit. There's been hundreds of police
But-
walking off the force right now. I mean, we can try. When we got robbed, you know what they did? The first thing they did, they knocked on all the houses and tried to ask anybody if they saw anything.
They didn't answer.
Well, they didn't answer.
Out.
And then they also, bye, honey. But she goes, out, peace. Like she just got done doing something. I don't know. But that was my inspiration for getting full fucking coverage around my whole fucking house. I have full security system in my house now. I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. We have the most fucky luck ever. I mean, you do pretty good most of the time. Honestly.
I have dumb shit.
Perfect example.
I have a lot of dumb
when
shit.
we were younger, we weren't like fucking eating out of the trash poor, but I'm not gonna sit there and say we were rich either because my dad mom and dad had 5 fucking kids. That's expensive.
Right.
That's
And there was
expensive.
always
shit.
at least one other person in the household at any time.
Oh yeah, whether it be our
relative,
grandmother,
one of our
cousins,
or something, or you know, it's
sometimes people come
even when
stay
I was
with us.
With Dad in the apartment, we still did that. We would take in one of me or Ben's friends for like 2-3 months at a time. You know, our family's always done stuff like that. We would help out, man.
Right. Our family's always had. Yeah, what up, Bearded? Our family's always had, like, I would say that.
There he is. Oh, he's missed everything, man.
Oh yeah, he did. Oh,
He's
but
missed everything, man.
Jug, we got drama.
Andy left me on my fucking dolo for like 20 minutes, and I wanted you to be here so we could bounce off each other, man. What the fuck?
He's like, "Where's Bearded?"
I kept looking. I was like, "Where's Bearded, dude? I need."
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why you got to be able to like hearing yourself talk doing this kind of shit. Because, like, I could just.
The thing is because of what was going on. I was rolling on like the more serious stuff, and I
know. I
if
hear you.
Do that. I'm gonna trust me. I have plenty of serious stuff, but I want to advertise it as such. You know what I mean? Like, if I get a channel and everything going and stuff like that, I want to have things, or if like I have enough of a comedic brand going, I can be like, hey, I'm gonna veer off for a second, do my serious stuff, and then veer back in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
I understand that. But serious usually comes to find me. But dude, this is why I'm laughing my ass off about this. Like, I'm not shitting you. I must have more gangster shit happen in our lives sometimes with stupid shit. Like, it's just. Dude, I'm a magnet. I'm a human magnet for bullshit.
Outspoken. That is even that. Oh,
I'm
man,
very
good luck on the
outspoken.
job interview.
What's that?
Bearded said he just came back from a job interview, man. Hope it went well.
What? He works for a pharmacy right now. Is it for a new higher position at the same place or a new job, completely new job?
It's probably so he can make more money to fucking feed his sushi habit, dude. Every time we talk to the guy, he's like, I got sushi on the way.
Or carne asadas, man. I'm telling you.
Carne asada, dude. But yeah, man. It's always got sushi on the way, man. I'm like, I eat it like twice a month at best, man. Shit's expensive. It's just unnecessary to eat it a lot sometimes.
Bro, you can get
so good. I wish
for $20
I could live off of it.
for like less than $20. I could feed me and Brittany fucking sushi. And we'll both be full of shit.
Not around here.
Nope, I bet it's not. I mean, Florida's not too expensive. But, dude, I'm in bumfuck. I'm shocked that we actually have Asians that work at the Chinese restaurant where I'm at. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, that's the thing. That's a market. That's the market. And and you want them to do good so more people come in and then it becomes more diverse and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, it's
get more restaurants, more stuff. And then they'll start.
And you get people from different areas.
That only helps you.
Absolutely. And when you get people from different areas, there might be a thing or two they know or experience that you didn't, and you get to fucking suck that in like a sponge. Vice versa. You can teach somebody to spread it out to other places that are good. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like people that have never cooked Maryland blue crab are probably not going to know how to cook fucking Maryland blue crab off of a fucking
no, they
Pinterest.
don't down here, dude. They fucking don't down here, dude.
You need to order yourself a bucket
man.
of J.O. Spice.
Yeah.
Get yourself a bucket of J.O., man. If you guys don't know what J.O. Spice is, that is like, if you ever watch...
J.O. Spice.
It's J.O. Spice, man.
It was the sixth Spice Girl.
Yeah. Do you know that show with Guy Fieri? Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives?
I've been to one of the places that he's done. I've had his he did a place for their clam chowder. And I forget what it's called, and my wife would hate me for not remembering the name of the place, but I've been to it. It's fucking delicious. And 9 times out of 10, that line is like a fucking 100 people deep outside the store. It's stupid. But anyway, good clam chowder, though.
So Guy Fieri did a section at Baltimore because Baltimore, I'm telling you right now, you guys want Maryland pit beef. You don't know what pit beef is. You need to eat that shit too. And Maryland blue crab. Okay. They said, and then they add their special seasoning, and I'm watching them like it's fucking J.O. Spice. Yeah. This is their secret ingredient. It's fucking J.O. Spice. Go online, Jug. I've never steered you wrong. J.O. Spice. I still got to do the crab shoot. Guys, with this coronavirus shit, they're not selling live crabs, and I'm lucky to get crabs right now. So I am trying. Trust me. I really want to stream it because I love cooking. It doesn't take long. Okay? You got to add J.O. Spice to it, but I'm not going to tell you all the greens because I'm actually going to show you when I do that. But, yeah, man. I don't know. So what we were getting ready to talk about was the gender swaps in movies nowadays.
So here's how my faith, my fearless ruler put it. Do it. If you want to make female Ghostbusters, make female Ghostbusters. Just call it a different movie. You know what I mean? If you want that plot line, that's fine. But as long as you call it something else, all you're doing is taking away anyone's right to bitch, for one. You know what I mean? Because no matter what, people are going to be mad just at the simple fact because there's people like that. But also, it does more for you because then you're creating your own brand. And he goes on this huge tangent about how the funniest shit ever is it went Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13, and then they redid it with the female one, and it was Ocean's 8. And he was like, they couldn't even find 14. Because like, you do a prequel and do it Ocean's 10. They could only find fucking 8. So fucked up.
Look,
So
I know some people are gonna say, "Oh, that's sexist. That's rude." Blah blah. Let me give you my Let me give you my actual perspective. And Sam, you're gonna 100% agree with me on this.
Maybe
you will, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's not that they're remaking shit with females or whatever the fuck. It has, or even if it's like Catwoman with or Superman, a black Superman, a black Catman, whatever the fuck it is, has nothing to do with that. When you remake shit and make it a sequel, 9 times out of 10, it's never been the best, as good as the original. Imagine if they redid the same thing they did with Ghostbusters, but did it with Jaws. Jaws 2 and 3. Do you remember those movies?
I know they exist.
Right. Do you remember Jaws 1?
Right. Yeah.
Can you quote any line out of Jaws 1? I think we're gonna need a bigger boat.
I'm only 26, dude. I was young, man.
That movie came out before I was born. What the hell are you talking about? That was a horror film back then.
It's a hot minute ago for me, dude. That's a hot minute ago for me.
Trans Catwoman, fuck it. Make her dick a whip. Yo, I bet you there's a porn out there. There's got to be a porn out there. You can steal that. Pornhub, you can steal that. Batman. But, Catwoman. I've always wondered what was under that leather. Oh, yeah, Batman?
And plummeting. When I first put my dip in, I spat one time in my drink, and I'm going to finish it anyways.
That's fucked. That is so fucked what you just did.
Only just once, dude.
But do you agree with me on that? It doesn't matter what they're remaking or who they remake it with. Most of the time, it's very hard to beat the first one.
I get that.
Very few cases. Like the Heath Ledger's Batman was better than Batman Begins, in my opinion.
Yeah. You
know what I mean?
But
go ahead,
the story was just convoluted as fuck. But like the Ghostbusters one, haven't seen it yet, just because there's one of the actresses that I've just never liked, and I just don't. That's what I do. I don't go online. I've never gone on Twitter and been like, let me use somebody. I love Jim Carrey, but just so I can't be twisted, I've never like seen Jim Carrey stuff and been like, fuck Jim Carrey, cancel Jim Carrey, da 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 da. Because I'm so against that. What I do is I just don't support him. That's it. I'm one fucking person. I do what my one person, can do, and that's it. I just thanks, Beard. Is that better, Bearded? But and that's it. So I haven't seen the Ghostbusters sequel, but it was at least like way, way, way far enough later. You know what I mean? To where it's like they are doing a remake versus like a sequel. The Ocean's 8 thing is just hilarious that they ended up having to like go with so less people, especially when there's so many good fucking female actresses out there, but they couldn't find enough to want to do the movie. You know what I mean? But the wife watched this movie. I think it's on Netflix or whatever. It doesn't matter. And it was a really funny movie, and it's called Rough Night. And I don't know the names of any actresses, but it was a hilarious movie. It was really good. Had some good suspense moments and stuff like that. And like halfway in, I was like, I've seen this before. And Lauren's like, it's brand new. I'm like, no. I've seen what this is based off of.
You've seen the plot.
And there's another movie called Very Bad Things starring Jason Slater.
Yeah.
And Cameron Diaz and oh God, who's the guy that produced the first Iron Man? He played Happy. The chunk. He's a thicker guy.
Oh shit.
He literally like started the MCU. Jon Favreau.
Okay,
Jon Favreau's in it, real young, back when he was stocky, not fat. But love the guy. But anyway, it's same plot line. People are going out on a bachelor party. Except it was males in one. It was males in the OG and females in the remake. And they ordered a stripper, and the stripper ends up dying. And then the whole night is them trying to hide the stripper. And then they're trying to, you know what I mean? And then hilarity and craziness ensues.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, is because they didn't call it Very Bad Things, you know what I mean? And then do it with females. Nobody said a fucking word. They took a plot line, did it themselves, swapped the genders, and it was fine. And everybody was fine.
Yeah.
And that's what, and I think that's what anybody and everybody just needs to do with that stuff. You know what I mean? Because if you make female Ghostbusters, people are gonna be like, what the fuck? You're making female, and the trolls come out. But if you make whatever you want to fucking call it, and it's like, oh, dude, this is kind of like Ghostbusters, then it's just kind of like Ghostbusters. You're not, stealing the brand, and it'll shut everybody the fuck up. And I just really wish that I feel it, and that worked perfectly. You know what I mean? I had no negative, I couldn't even try to be upset with this movie because I'm like, they just used a similar plot line. That's kind of cool. You know what I mean?
But all movies do that.
Right, and that's the thing, and that's my whole point. If you don't call it the same name, the trolls will fucking shut up. The troll, because they're just looking for those. Oh yeah, that shit.
Some people are looking for reasons to be pissed, but like Jaws. I'm gonna use this again. So you got 32 Meters Down, which is a shark movie. You got Jaws, which is a shark movie. You got what is it called, like Standing Water or Open Water. You got that shit. Like
Deep Blue Sea will always be my OG favorite, dude.
Oh,
Come here,
Deep Blue
bird.
Sea was
LL
great.
Cool J.
Yeah.
Come here, bird. Come here, bird.
Yeah. He was
bird.
And then I've never seen somebody throw a lighter, even with the walkaway scenes where like it's an action movie and they're like throw the fucking match behind their back and just start walking and the building blows up behind them and shit. Oh, fun fact about that, since we talked about Heath Ledger's Batman, that scene where he's beating on the thing and trying to make it detonate and it goes off, that's a real fucking improv thing that happened.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't fucking working for the scene. And then when it worked, he was just like, he was so in character, he played it perfectly. And
the bomb guy fucked up. He didn't sync with the thing. You know what I mean? And they can only do those scenes once. If it's real, if it's not CGI, if it's not Michael Bay.
Seconds to fix this. So, boop. 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 There we
Camera
go.
1, camera 2.
Turn on camera.
Camera 1, camera 2. Oh man.
There we go, and right back into it. Sorry, guys.
Man, life happens, dude.
Now you're good. We did
talking about that, dude.
Technical difficulty.
We do it live, baby, dude. We do it live.
Good thing I know how to freaking like.
What you see is what you get.
Doing technical diagnostics real quick. Usually it's.
I know. I was like, oh, what if something like. I thought about that too. I was like, oh, dude, what if like you can't hear me in Twitch right now, and I'm just sitting here going.
Then it makes a funny video. Period.
Yeah.
You got to look at everything.
You're right.
Everything can be content in the right context. That makes sense. Twitch is just being Twitch. It just happens. Ask Jug.
Yeah.
They have when you get like if I had, let's say, 200 people in here, I would get what's called priority settings, and then I would get more bandwidth allowed through the Twitch site. But you got to have so many people for it ups it, and it ups it live. Like,
oh, cool.
100 people jumped in here right now, or I forget what the count is. It's something like that.
Yeah, but it scales what it gives you to the.
It scales your bandwidth on. At least
That kind of makes sense. You're not like wasting internet space. You know what I mean?
Right. So if you got fucking 50 people in there, and it can handle the bandwidth you got right now, can handle it. You know, something that might cause a technical difficulty or impede on quality or something like that, then they'll up your bandwidth and
like imagine the stress on Twitch's servers as every person was getting the same bandwidth as like fucking as like, you know, Dr. Disrespect. It just every single person on Twitch was getting that much, you know, nets.
You just froze and it was very funny. You were just like this.
Oh, was it me doing like this?
What the fuck is going on?
I see the be right back thing too.
Bring it. You on the internet?
I don't know. Does Twitch need an update?
No, it's not Twitch that would update. It's shit's. I don't understand it. Like
we both froze on the screen.
I know. The last stream we were good, and then this time it's fucky. It just happens sometimes, but you just kind of roll with it. But anyway. But yeah, dude, I totally agree with that. But right. I mean, you understand what I'm coming from. Like remakes, most of the time, don't work as well unless you have a very, very, very cunning writer.
Or if it's been 30 years. You know what I mean? Usually, you know what I mean? Because a lot of things, it's so fun. My favorite thing is when people are like, oh, I can't believe they're remaking this. And it's like, hey man, the one you like is a remake. You know what I mean? This is the third. You know what I mean? I love that. I love that.
Like Hunchback of Notre Dame,
our parents said the same shit.
Trans cat woman can't wait.
He said, stop downloading porn.
It's not me.
Using up the internet.
Yeah, by the way,
my hands are up here. YouTube.
Guys, if you are new to the channel you're watching, because I saw a couple new people chit-chatting in here, make sure you follow us every Wednesday, 7:30. We go live between 7:30 and 8. And I'm also on, you can go to Dinkerdoodle TV for YouTube if you prefer to be on YouTube, and Facebook. I can see all your comments and all chat through all channels. I just got to update through Streamlabs where I got a I can fully multicast now. Apparently it used to be like a thing they don't do, but I think since Mixer canceled, Dr. Disrespect's out, there's talks of different platforms about to come up possibly and shit. I think they
everybody's
said,
trying to be nice.
What? Just let them fucking do it. You know what I mean?
Everybody's trying to be friendly.
Yep. I mean, when you got somebody that pulls fucking hundreds of thousands on Twitch TV and now you fired them.
Right.
I
crazy, dude.
Dude, and not only that, like dropped from everybody. He did something to violate contract or something big happened. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's something unlawful, if something that he broke with his contract. I don't know what it is.
It could be anything, dude. It could be anything, man.
Yeah, I have a feeling Doc was going to go to YouTube. I saw he did a trailer on YouTube. It was like a 30-second trailer hinting his return. But there's still no talk about what.
At least that's something, dude. I still ain't got shit from my comedian that got, they tried to cancel him. Still ain't seen shit other than what his opener said,
really?
On his way.
For Crystalia, he can't.
Dude, still nothing. He hasn't put a fucking peep out, dude. He's waiting until he knows he's 100% clean.
Platforms are controlling people with what information to get out and what the fuck's going on. I don't give a fuck if it's politics. I don't give a fuck if it's gaming news. I don't give a fuck if it's shit going on. I mean, how many fake deaths do we hear about every day of celebrities? There's always celebrity death hoaxes going on. Oh, this person died. You know why they do it? Because they're going to get a fucking ton of hits on their shit to read about what happened and everything. And then they're going to find out it's fake. Right. But they got their 20,000 ad clicks or whatever. So they're good. They got their money.
That reminded me of something, but I can't.
Yeah, Ninja's. I would say Ninja and Dr. Disrespect. Dr. Disrespect I don't think he's up with Ninja money, but I don't know, man. He's very promoted in merchandise and stuff. I mean, Ninja probably makes more money because I think he competes more or something. But they both pull a shit ton of views and stuff. And then after Mixer fucking taking his shit, I can't believe.
Either way, they're both getting paid plenty for doing what they do. You know what I mean?
Will tell you, plenty. He said, if you want to get a job in the video game industry, there is no such thing as that being impossible. If you think you're going to be like me off the bat, it ain't going to happen. I mean, Dr. Disrespect was streaming for like 10 fucking years before his name even got recognized. It takes years. Right. When I was streaming for like 2 years in a row, like literally every fucking day except for maybe Sundays. I think the only day I didn't stream was on Sundays. I streamed, and it would be like 14 hours a day. A lot of times I would do, I'm just want to keep going until I can't go no more, guys. I mean,
I remember that.
I would just be like, fuck it. But I mean, you see the difference on how you grow. Dude, people like doing this kind of thing, and anybody out there just trying to build a platform, whether it's for fun, whatever, you got to think of it like this. It's raining outside. The internet is just rain, and the people are the rain. You start out, when you start something, you only get a thimble. And eventually, when that thimble fills up, you get a little cup. And then once that cup fills up, you get a bucket. And then once that bucket fills up, you get a fucking above ground pool. And after that you get a lake. It's all about the grind. And I started driving myself mad sometimes because I'm so happy this time I paid creators to help me build stuff and graphics and shit like that. Because I would spend so much fucking time.
I can see the comments in the little comment box now. I just noticed that.
Yeah, I do.
Remember how no, but it wasn't working last week, and we thought it was, and we found out like, oh shit, it's good now.
No, you thought it was working. I turned it on super late, and only a couple people commented when I turned it on. But I left it on.
Oh, it only pops up when it's fresh, huh?
Yeah, then it disappears.
Okay, cool.
It fades out.
Cool. Watch this.
Now it stays in the chat.
That's fine. I typed poopy. 26 years old. Da.
Yeah, you haven't hit 30 yet, man. Sarah just hit 30. She had a nervous breakdown. It's just it's weird when you change that number. Dude, me turning 30, that was the worst year of my life.
I was talking to Mom like 3 days ago, and I was like, yeah, I'm 25 now, and da. And after I hung up, Lauren's like, you're 26, right? And I'm like, I can't be forgetting already, dude. That's bad.
I've never forgotten
really
my age
bad.
yet.
Dude, I straight up forgot I was 26. Like completely and totally thought I was still 25. And then Lauren told me, and I was like, she was like, I'm 20, because Lauren's she's 6 months older than me. She was like, I'm 27. I was like, oh, fuck, you're right, dude. I'm fucking 26. I lost a year.
Oh, it's so funny you type dick after that. Dude, when I used to be working in automotive, because our mouths are worse than sailors, is probably half the reason why I got a mouth that I have. And both our parents got bad mouths. I don't care what mom and dad say. They both are they have potty mouths when they get pissed. But we used to call, like when somebody pissed me off in the shop, I got yelled at for saying shit and stuff like that. So, and calling people names when they were fucking doing something stupid. But, like, we all called each other names and stuff. It was a mutual thing we all did. It's the environment.
Right.
It's not for everybody.
It's trash talk, dude. It's trash talk.
Yeah, kind of like in the military. You guys will say stupid shit. Why don't you come over here and jerk me off then? You would say shit like that. You say it anywhere else.
You fucking think. Not anymore, dude. The military's the most PC environment I've ever.
It is.
That's amongst us and that's not. That's amongst friends. That's amongst friends.
The brotherhood and sisterhood of the military. I'm not talking about when you guys are clocked in on the job. I'm talking about your humor and your understanding
when
of shit.
3 of us are gaming with you and stuff like that. Yeah,
or if you guys are hanging out after work or you're fishing.
Not anymore because we're all so far away from each other.
But my point being is, like, I used to call people, like, when he yelled at me for saying shit, I used to call people poop dick.
That's terrible.
And when they were taking a long time, I say, stop finger popping your butthole and finish up already.
Finger popping each other's assholes. Oh, man.
My buddy John Satori, if he was in this fucking chat right now, he'd be dying because he knows it's all true. I still have a video of where I was hiding behind tires and I shot a guy with a cheetah. If you, when you guys don't know what a cheetah is, it holds about 120 psi. You smack a fucking lever, and it shoots it all at once. And I filled it up with baby powder, and I shot this guy in the face with it. I think I still have it on the internet too.
Hey, old man. Hey, old man. You showed that video on this podcast already.
Yeah, I did. Was I drinking?
I don't know, maybe, but I don't know how old I am, and you forgot what you did 8 weeks ago. So.
At least I remember my age, asshole.
Oh man.
Well, we were talking about poop dick in the shop environment. I didn't know if I told that story, so I figured I'd tell it. Did I ever tell you about how I had to throw this guy across barrels of differential fluid because he tried to punch my boss in the face? Dude.
Who tries to punch their boss, man? That's just...
I've yelled at my boss, but this guy,
quit.
like my boss, he would ask me to come over and help him with shit that he couldn't physically do because, I mean, he was in his like mid-60s when I was working for him. And I would go over there and help him out. His wife is battling breast cancer on off. She unfortunately passed away from it. God rest her. But, you know, I would help him out do things. I knew they were older and stuff. So in the shop, I couldn't fucking stand my boss. But once we were out of the shop and it was just helping him with personal shit or whatever, he was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
great guy.
Work relationship, personal relationship. That's
you gotta. Well, he was a big fan of Rockefeller and Carnegie, and the business mentality I got. He asked me because like Ed could tell that it's not that I was a rebel with things, but I wasn't.
You challenge things.
Yeah, I wasn't.
You wouldn't rebel, but you would challenge it.
Right. I am not a follower by all means with a lot of shit, and I would question things. I like to
exactly.
I can't work unless, and I drive Mom and Marco nuts.
You
at
ask
work
why?
With this shit.
I'm the same exact way.
I don't necessarily say why. I say it's more like, okay, but if I do this, will this happen or what? I think about the results. So it's I don't question their authority
you know
on
what I mean?
why.
Right.
I question the results of the decision that we're going to make. So that's where it gets mixed. But I drive Mom. I know I drive Mom and Marco nuts with that shit. And Natasha, my HR director. I drive them nuts with that shit. Are we gaming on Friday? We're gonna try it. It depends on what Sam's schedule is like.
Last Friday, the wife ended up having off work unexpectedly, so she was home. The pool came in like a week or 2 weeks early on Friday. We went through hell in a handbasket, getting everything set up and permitted and all this.
Did you get your pool and everything?
Dude, she Gucci. It's fire, nice. Dude. It's so nice. So much bigger than I thought it was. And I have so many like things I could complain about it and the city. And dude, all right, anybody who doesn't own a house, once you buy a house, the whole grand thing, the grand allure of buying a home, for me at least, and a lot of people, because I've talked with people about this, is you can do what you want finally. Because you live in an apartment, you can build rent,
stuff,
whatever.
You can paint, you can do whatever you fucking want. It's your house.
Nope. Not here at least. Fucking Florida wants dude, they wanted multiple copies of Xerox of the fucking manuals of how to put it together. I'm like, it's a fucking Walmart above ground pool. It's not a goddamn facility. I'm not going to be fucking charging people an entry fee into this shit. I got my fence. I got insurance. Somebody drowns in it, I'm fine. You won't be charged. It's all good. Like, we need to know this. We need to know that. We need to know this. We want to know the weight capacity of the ladder for the pool. I'm like, fuck it. It won't have a ladder. I'll jump in. You know what I mean? Dude. I mean, for fuck's sake. They're like,
we need can't jump over the thing. You don't need to swim, bitch.
We need exact measurements of all the outlets, how far away they're going to be from the pool.
That's how it was with building a fence here, dude.
We have hurricanes. Water gets everywhere outside, dude. We have one on its way right now. They're debating on naming it or not.
Well, you got alligators. You guys have fucking snakes.
Ain't seen one, dude. Everybody says there's fucking alligators and crocs here. Ain't seen one. Not even a baby. And I have one dude who swears, and I'm like, take pictures. He's like, oh, I see him around my house all the time. Take pictures, dude. Take pictures. I tell him, I don't fucking believe you. You're a liar. I tell him. I'm like, I haven't seen a single fucking one. He's like, oh, I don't have any. I'm like, take pictures, dude.
The first time we went to Florida,
it's a fucking myth.
We heard them outside.
They put them places on purpose, dude. I'm convinced.
In the morning, you saw his head above the water in the pond at the golf course, because we were staying at was like a villa. It was a very high-end fucking place we stayed at. But apparently, my marker got a badass deal. I think they said they paid like $2,000 for it for a week, which is dirt cheap for this fucking place.
For something that had 10 people in it.
The 10 people, it had an upstairs gaming room. Every fucking room had a PlayStation 4.
No, I was saying you split the price. That's like $40 a night per person.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And we didn't even pay for it.
2 + 2 is 4 minus 1, that's 3.
I mean, I didn't even pay for it. They paid for it that time.
Right. But I'm saying, like, if you think about it, you know what I mean?
They asked me to cook and shit.
They asked you to cook shit.
Beard says,
I have a buddy. Every time I'm like,
$50 to go in your pool.
Dude, you're welcome, dude. You're welcome. Nah, dude, you get a free fucking free license. Any subscriber of Andy gets free access to my pool. If you subscribe to this channel, DM me for details. I'll send you a link to my address. So stupid, man.
Yeah, in Florida,
you're in Cali, man. You probably got a pool in your yard too.
I don't know what he has.
You got
I think he pays a shit ton of money for an apartment. I think.
Dude, I've thought
he's
about
never
that.
showed
Like,
me around it. I don't know what the size it is
Dude,
and everything, but he tells me how expensive it is.
Yeah, dude, if I was loaded, that's what I would do. Just so I would never have to deal with bills. I'd never have to deal with anything. I'd never have to do it. You know what I mean? I would just get one of them penthouse apartments where you have, I always wanted that remote controller where, dude, like fucking goddamn Rob Schneider.
Oh, like Deuce Bigelow, like Deuce Bigelow Gigolo when Antoine.
Yeah, it's always this little troglodyte who walks into this rich man's apartment. Yeah, and he's got the remote to the house, and it's got 700 buttons on it. Like, where is that? That doesn't exist. Like, come on, dude. There's not a remote control that controls the fridge, the blender.
Funny thing, they're really
the garbage disposal.
Well, I wouldn't say
I'm
the blender.
sure, but like, who has that?
Ozzy Osbourne, and I watched him do it because there was when the Osbournes came out, there was this. It was a touch screen.
You know what? They probably made that for him just because they knew he wouldn't understand it, and it would be hilarious for the viewers.
Oh, absolutely.
Bet that's why they made that for him.
He said there, he's like, "Oh, it's a fucking," because like I don't know if you noticed about Ozzy Osbourne, huge World War II fanatic, huge into learning about military. Oh yeah, he's very smart with that shit. Believe it or not. Like Ozzy Osbourne, he sounds stupid, but he's actually. He's not fucking who he is because he's dumb. Obviously, he's done dumb shit. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he was a fucking.
I'm a firm believer of that, dude. I'm a firm believer of people like classic example Kim Kardashian. I do not think she's dumb at all. Not in a million years. Not in a million years. I think she is a genius. I think her entire personality is just that. It's a personality. I think she's a fucking genius, dude.
Most people, what you see on the internet is not who they are.
Right.
Like me, I'm
internet,
pretty much
TV, all that stuff.
I hold back my foul mouth, and like just like when I'm around kids and shit. Like I try to. Yeah. This is for 18-year-olds, so 18 and older, and I know that most people I talk to and stuff like that, or most people that watches are probably in their 20s at least. So it's like I talk about pretty much whatever, but I hold back on some shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But not a lot. I don't hold back on a lot. A lot of times, even you, sometimes you're like, God damn it, Andy. You're like,
well, yeah. Well, sometimes you get me wanting to go and I can't go because it's just like, I don't want to piss anybody off,
That's what you got to be scared of, man. Like, that's the thing. Like, no, you're always going to piss somebody off, but I don't want to genuinely. I'm not worried about trolls. I'm not worried about that. Right. You don't want to actually, like Bearded, I don't want to say something shit. I don't want to say something so, like, one-sidedly, hard to find argumentatively thing to where it's like he feels like, I think Sam's a fucking piece of shit now. You know what I mean? I don't want to put, like, super strong opinions out there like that. I'm not going to sit there. I'll give my opinion. There's probably a million times that Jug see me, like, gaming with somebody. Like, I've had, like, kids, like, talk shit to me, and then I'll make them look stupid. I don't care. Because I'm older than them and I'm quicker on the whip with them with like comebacks. Obviously, and shit. Yeah. I guarantee there's sometimes that people still watch me, but they're like, that was an asshole thing Andy just did. Well, yeah, and that happened. But that's the thing. It's like you've developed a fan base, and that's not like your general personality. You know what I mean? Like I am who I am. I speak my mind because it's my benefit and my downfall. I'm such an independent thinker, and when something smells a hair like bullshit to me, I question it, I challenge it, whether it be anything. That's it. Right. Sometimes at work I have to be like, Andy, shut up, Andy, shut up, Andy, shut up, Andy, dude, you're telling me, man. But that's you're telling me. That's called being a professional. When you work somewhere, there's a time and place. Granted, like you and your boys, you know who you shacked up with or wherever you guys went or boot camp or what station with, whatever the fuck. You guys have your inside jokes and your crude humor and shit like that. Oh, yeah, we do. I hate the fact of how sensitive people are nowadays and how people don't listen to each other and how there is a cancel culture out there that I feel is just ruining everything. I don't give a fuck if you completely disagree with me. You have the right to say whatever the fuck you want. If you like that fucking movie, great. If I think that movie was shitty, I think the movie was shitty. That's my opinion. Exactly. Like Marvel movies or Star Wars. That's a big one. Which Star Wars? Most people agree Star Wars 1 through 3 were the worst fucking ones because it was literally all about the fucking politics and the Republic and stuff. The interesting part of it is
which
how
has
Anakin
recently swapped to fucking 7 through 9 now. 7 through 9 has stolen that thunder, that unwanted thunder being the worst 3 from everything I see on social media and all that stuff.
I thought it was kind of badass. Did you see the Star Wars, the newest one?
Dude, let me tell you something. The scene with Rey and Kylo in episode 8 where they were up in is it Palpatine? No. Yeah,
no, it was
Snoke.
Snoke. That's it. Snoke.
And we both snapped.
There you go. We got that. But, I'm not wearing my glasses today because I don't fucking care. Apparently, I don't know. I don't need to see.
I get headaches now. I'm at that point, dude. I get headaches without them. Like
I do too. But the thing is, like when I wear my headset, they sit in between, like right here, and it pinches on my skull because I need to get probably a better headset. But I mean, the sound quality is awesome. And it's very comfortable, but when you wear glasses, and that's with pretty much every headset I've had, I start getting a fucking imprint right here on my temples and shit.
Same. I get them. I get the tan line too, and it cracks me up.
And
Lauren
I just had to run up there and deal with shit, and like I was running last minute with you, trying to get on here and talk about stuff before we got started, so it's all right. I didn't like Star Wars 3. The others I liked.
That fighting scene with Snoke, where it was like all red, and they were fighting all the red stormtrooper peoples, whatever, I don't care. That was...
Oh, they're the red ones. They're the super ones.
That was like my favorite scene ever, dude.
That was scene.
Badass, dude. That was cool as shit. That like just seeing, the good guy and the bad guy, when I first saw him get off the fucking ship, and he was just like, kill him. And they slaughtered all those people, and it was the first time in Star Wars you saw stormtroopers fucking mowing people down. Because other than that, they're fucking target practice for all Jedis, pretty much. They're a joke. But that actually was just like, oh god damn, like stormtroopers can be ruthless. Like that gave me chills in my chest. And when he stopped I just got chills down my spine thinking about it. When he stopped the Jesus Christ, the bullet, we'll call it a bullet, the laser bullet.
Yeah.
He force stopped that in the air, and I was like, ooh, this guy's strong.
Yeah. Well, you found out he's got. First off, you think Kylo is just like, oh fuck, he's gonna be fucking stronger than Vader. Because the thing about the Force is that if you don't procreate, you absorb it, but so the Force just always gets stronger. The good always but same thing with the dark side. The more evil you turn, you don't got to be kin. The more evil you turn, the more to become a Sith takes a lifetime pretty much, and then become a Jedi.
You have to fucking genuinely hate everything.
Right, you got to have their whole thing is that your power feeds off anger. When I saw fucking Rey do Force lightning, I thought I would only see that in the video game. I did not think they were going to show that because that is a Sith power. That is not a Jedi power. But when I found out that was Palpatine's granddaughter, I'm like, this bitch has Palpatine, and then Kylo has Vader. I'm like, what else? I was like, I'm trying to figure out the family tree here and what power she has. And then she had all the past Jedis that were there for her, which they become the Force when they die. Like when Jedis die, that's why you don't see people crying. Because they come back as the Force and they are part of it in the Force. Because and that was the thing that I did like about.
And he's nerding out right now.
Oh, I'm nerding the fuck out hard. So that was the nice thing about the politic one when they showed baby Anakin, because that was so weird seeing Anakin and then what's her name? Pomeray or what the hell is her name? I forget. The princess. He's a little kid, and then he ends up banging her later. But I mean, he's older then. But when you see him as kids and they're talking, it's like, this is fucking weird. But the one thing they talked about was like how like the Force actually has it's like a what the fuck do they call? I forget what they call it, but it's an actual like thing. It's a living organism thing that's microscopic, and you draw that energy, and it's attracted to
the mitochondria.
That's it. Whatever the fuck yeah. My nerd boner is showing. No, it's not, because I did not have any BlueChew. BlueChew.com/promo code comment. Just kidding. No, I'm just
Get it now.
Yeah. No, I'm serious. I don't have anything. I wrote them an email. I haven't heard shit back from them yet, but I can get you guys a promo code to try it for free if you like to. I'm telling you, it's fucking awesome. I never tried that shit in my life, and it's fucking amazing. Look.
It's fucking amazing for amazing fucking Blue Chew. Buy it.
Right. It's fucking amazing for amazing fuckins. That's what they need to say to 50-year-old man. See,
you're welcome. But
right. BlueChew.com. It's the fucking blue pill. It's not a blue pill. It's the blue pill. But dude, it tastes like a fucking Smartie. First off, and I only take like a nibble, like because I don't want to sit there. Yeah, because Yeah, because if I eat a whole one, I'd probably fucking be fucked and have to go to the hospital, I'm thinking. But I just take like a nibble, and it's just like, yep, that's all you need, man. It's like 20 minutes later. It's not even like
you turn into when a cartoon runs real fast and they arrive at their destination. You know how they go, pew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like the Roadrunner. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I love that, dude. I wish cartoons were real. This is what I think about all the time. No, I did not do
the coffee thing.
Oh my God, I wish cartoons were real. I
forgot this week, man.
The thing for the coffee, what's that?
Apparently there's a coffee company. Jug said he had it, and it's really good coffee. I want to try. I want to order a bag, but they are looking for.
It's all about the bag.
They're just looking for a variety of broadcasters to help advertise their coffee. And I've done that before. I got early on stuff, and sometimes it works out good. It's good stuff, and sometimes it's shit. So.
Right. That's what it is, man. You just drop them then.
That's what I did. I found out.
God damn it!
Azolt was a good experience.
My buddy told me I look like Seth Rogen, and now whenever I have my dip in my front, I see it, and it really bugs me.
No, you don't.
He pulled up a specific picture, and I'm like, okay, in that picture, I do a little bit. I see it. It bugs me. And I was like, fuck it, dude. He's cute as fuck, dude. I'm glad I look like Seth Rogen.
Wait, before or after he lost all the weight?
Right now, literally right now. It was like 2 weeks ago.
Asshole in Hollywood, like a legit fucking prick, and he's always been.
Wait! Don't say it! Don't say it!
You know who it is?
Batman, right? Batman?
No.
Oh, it's not him. What's his name?
Which Batman?
Christian
Bale? He's an asshole.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah.
Have you heard his rant on the lighting guy?
Mel Gibson. He's a fucking asshole.
Well, obviously, that's.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my God.
He's a blatant asshole.
Dude, you know what kills me? Like on the surface, have you heard the phone call between him and his like wife, soon to be ex-wife or whatever?
Yeah, he's like, oh, but you want to like, can't understand half the shit he's saying.
Like, I know it's like so sad though that went viral. I'm hot, dude. I'm hot as freaking balls right now. I'm shiny because I'm glistening. But I'm a freaking my cheeks are sweating.
Seth Rogen? I don't see Seth Rogen. People said I looked like Eminem when I was younger, and I didn't think I looked like Eminem.
You did a little bit when you were younger.
I thought I was cuter than that.
You not mix me up with the guy. Every Eminem song ever.
Oh, now he's doing mumble rap.
I'm all doing with Harrison Ford to the poor boy. Oh man, it's so funny.
He's just fucking. Are we ready to move on to the little bit touchy topic, so we can like kind of make fun of it a little bit? I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with Steen.
You're an idiot. Yeah. Give me 1 second. I gotta find this picture. Yep, this is like the photo, and I was like, oh damn it, with the glasses, maybe a little bit.
I can't think. I guess because you're my fucking brother, and I just know too many details of your face.
Yeah.
That I'll agree with. That I'll agree with.
Whatever, man. Not even a little bit.
Fuck that, dude. If you take your glasses off, I can see it if you had a beard in your hand. But, dude, he talked funny, but he got mad pussy all the time. Like,
hey, man, I don't know, man. I'm not even looking like Boomer, man. I'm a person, different guy. Mm-hmm.
Hey, you could have worked. You could have said you
were
like
Dale. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
You could have been Dale. Dale Gribble.
Dale's a fucking OG, dude.
Oh,
Dale's an OG.
He
you know why? Because he slept with a white woman and a brown baby came out and he raised the fuck out of that little brown baby just to be his fucking dad. And apparently one of the lines from the show, he's like, and he was like, and everybody's like, you know that's not your son, right? And he's like, yeah, I know it's not my son. I've always known it's not my son. But guess whose fucking funeral he's going to? Mine, not that fucking sperm donor. And I'm like, that's an OG dad right there, dude.
Yeah.
He didn't say it like that. Obviously, it was a cartoon, but
well, the thing is like the joke was that his wife said it came from a sperm donor, but I'll never forget the name of the guy she was sleeping with, the Native American guy. His name was John Redcorn.
John Redcorn.
Yeah. This is the shit I'm talking about. When you come up with original shit, that's a classic original shit, we remember shit like that years later.
Oh, yeah, dude. I sell propane and propane accessories.
The
whoa! His
certain
fucking yell,
movies
dude.
you can remake. Certain movies you can remake, especially if it's old technology you had and you think it'd be cooler. Like Mulan, the live action Mulan, The Lion King.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be so good.
That Lion King movie, I don't care who you are, that was a fucking great film. They did.
I haven't seen it yet.
Everything. Oh my god, dude, I cried.
I'm behind on a lot of it. Dude, I can't wait to see it. Dude, it's got so many actors and actresses that I fucking love in that movie. I cannot wait to. The guy who plays Timon, Billy Eichner, hilarious, dude.
Timon
that dude is so funny.
Dude, it's. I would say that was like my fucking top. They made my top 5. It was such a good movie. I watched it several times. And down here in the theater,
Beardy just called on to the shirt thing. Yeah, we're wearing the same shirt.
Yeah,
well, we're not wearing the same shirt, but the same kind of shirt.
Apparently, our mother got us because my mom got this. She said she liked it because it reminded her of everything of when we were kids. Look, it's got fucking Nintendo.
Well, I guess you can.
Game Boy.
Oh, dude, there's a Tamagotchi. I didn't even notice that.
Tamagotchi. You got a fucking cassette tape, a VHS tape, a record player, old style boombox.
Where I have a Tamagotchi.
Phone, fucking Walkman. What the fuck is this thing? A microwave or VCR? Oh, it's a VCR. Obviously, it's a VCR because you got like the red record button to play pause and shit. That's a floppy disk. That is his fucking stand cam. And then you got the flip fucking like Game Boy Color DHS or whatever the fuck that came out. Yeah, dude, it's a throwback shirt.
I've got a Tamagotchi somewhere, but I don't know where it is.
Oh, dude, we just found Binks too. I used to have a Yoda Tamagotchi. Mom got me a Star Wars.
I brought it. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I brought it on my last deployment, and I was like, I got 6 months. I gotta keep this thing alive. 6 fucking months, and it died like 2 weeks before I came home because I ended up having to go somewhere for a little bit, and I forgot to bring it with me, and I left it alone for a week. And I got to it, and it was just a little floaty ghost thing, and I was like, "No, dude, my fucking Tamagotchi!" Because I started it right before I left, and I was like, "You're making it home with me, little buddy."
What a digital way to raise children. No, I said VCR. I changed my thing. I just said microwave to be funny. But yeah, it's all the fucking classic. Mine's a little beat up because I think I'm a little harsh on my wash when I did stuff.
Yeah, but I've only worn this a few times because I do like it, so I don't. One. Gray's my color, dude.
I just most of the shit I wear is black. I don't know. I mean,
it's
I
simpler.
wear other stuff. I wear blue.
It's simpler. I started deciding to get. Purple. I got more color touch shoes now. Dude, I'm starting to branch out of my shoes a little bit.
So I dress in the suit and tie every time I went to work for the most part, unless I was going incognito somewhere because I hate going into. Dude, when you're in a
incognito.
Dude, this isn't racist. This is a fact. Every time I was standing back watching a register.
Such a sketchy way to start a sentence.
Yeah, but people don't understand. It's kind of comical. But I was standing back watching a lady or like one of our job workers. They were bagging groceries and doing stuff. I was job coaching for somebody. And I had 4 people come up to me thinking I was the manager. Because I was standing up. I was bored. I was just watching. I don't text on my phone or play on my phone like some people do. I actually do my fucking job. And, yeah. Well, the one lady came up to me, and she goes, "Sir, can I say something to you?" I was like, "Sure." And I didn't want to get in a deep conversation with this lady. She goes, "I want to say, since you open up those 2 registers right there, I come here shop every day, and it's working really good. I want to say you're doing a great job." She thought I was the manager. You know what I said? "Well, thank you, man. Have a good day. Come back." Because if I said, "No, I'm not the manager," they would have sparked, "Oh, I was saying blah, 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 blah." And I don't want to put an awkward spot, and I don't want to have a conversation.
It would have made them feel stupid. Yeah. Right. Oh, dude, that happened to me at the vet today. She was like, "Oh, it says that your dog hasn't had his whatever thing since 2008." And I was like, "He's 3." You know?
It's like, we're supposed to find this individual sperm that was in his father's nuts. And
I was like, 2008? She was like, "Yeah, 2008, right here." And I was like, "I don't see how you could have anything under our name from 2008. She's like, "Not right here. It says 2008. And it says 2018 clear as day." And I was like, okay. And I was just like, fuck it, dude. She's looking at the same thing I'm looking at. I'm like, "You're right. Yeah. Oh, it was 2008.
Sometimes,
I'm like, you clearly see a 3-year-old.
That's what I mean. Sometimes, man, it's just beneficial just to go with the flow. Even if you know it's bullshit. Sometimes you got to know when to argue and when not to. Or when to engage into conversation with someone.
Oh, man. I do that with people sometimes, and I I get mad at myself because I'm like, it's not worth it, man.
But I'm just saying, like, I've wore green suits. I've got gray shirts. I mix it up with like brown pants, green, and because that kind of goes together.
Bring me my brown pants.
Gray pants with my blues and shit like that. I have this one shirt that Brittany convinced me to buy, and I thought it was fucking horrendous. And I put it on. I'm like, I don't want to get this. She goes, you look good. You can wear it on Purple Fridays because of Ravens and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I was like, whatever. And she goes, I'm telling you, you look good. I'm like, okay, well, I'll wear it. I never wore this shirt for like 3 weeks. I always made sure I did laundry. Well, one day I fucking didn't feel like doing laundry. The only shirt I had to wear was the fucking purple shirt. First off, I work with all black chicks for the most part, and they've never complimented me on my outfit or my suit. I wore that purple shirt. Every one of them said how good I looked in it. I'm like, I look good in purple, and I just think I look like shit. Like,
different fucking minds, dude. People see things differently, man.
Apparently, I look good in purple. I didn't know that.
I own one purple shirt. One.
I must see this shirt. Can you want to hold off? It's right upstairs. I'll go get it.
Go for it.
I'll be right back.
Go for CM Ducks, MR Wangs. Oh man, bearded. What's going on, man? I'm glad you're here. I was gonna be real fucking sad if you didn't show up, dude. You're all faithful to pod, dude. All faithful. But yeah, dude, we're gonna fucking stream this Friday for sure because the wife is working. I'll have a free day and I won't be on the phone with the fucking city hall for 17,000 hours. What a nightmare, dude. What a nightmare. Though got the pool up, but as soon as we get the pool up, there's a storm coming. So waiting to find out if it's gonna turn into a Cat 1 hurricane or not. So that's cool, man. But that's Florida. Hey, what's up, Magic? How the hell you doing, brother? Fucking, what's going on? Andy's going to go grab a purple shirt for some reason. But, oh, man. And that's the type of stuff my sister-in-law just texted me and my wife because she's a Scorpio and she's super into that stuff. And she just texted that she found out Bob Ross is a Scorpio. So we know that Scorpios aren't evil. Too obsessed with horoscopes. That's too dependent upon fucking horoscopes, man. Jesus Christ. Oh, dude. Good old Bob Ross, man. What a fucking guy. R.I.P. But, imagine Andy wearing a watermelon suit. Bearded, you fucking know what you're doing right now.
This shirt, okay?
What are you, the fucking Joker?
What? Hold on. What?
I said, what are you, the Joker?
Right. That's what I said. I said, I'm going to look like a fucking clown in this, right? I'm going to show you the shirt.
That's funny.
That
looks nice, man.
I don't like it.
It looks nice, dude. You can be the Joker and I'll be the Riddler.
That would be good.
I got a Riddler I think in either this closet or my other closet, but I got a Riddler costume.
No, I'm gonna put this on, and I'm gonna show you the tie I wore with it because you know I'm a tie connoisseur.
I'm gonna show you the tie.
I don't trust any man that comes and talks to me. I will own you in a business discussion if you come in my table and your tie looks like shit.
I will own you in a business discussion. I will own you in front lawn. I will own you on the internet. I will own you in Call of Duty.
Hey guys, I've lost 40 pounds and I haven't had to wear this shirt in months, so I'm wondering how big it is on me now.
I eat bread every day.
The fuck? You ever Tourette's in this thing?
Fucking Oprah, dude. I don't know. Every time somebody brings up losing weight, I think of Oprah's fucking bread thing, dude.
Oh, it's yeah.
Dude,
I like the Hodge twins. Eat what the fuck you want to eat.
I despise people who play their phone. I despise people who play their phone through a microphone, but this is just, it fucking kills me, and I'm just going to share it while you're fucking putting your tie on.
No, go ahead, I'm listening.
I love bread. I now just manage it, so I don't deny myself bread. I have bread every day. I have bread every day.
I have bread every day. I love bread. And
I can't believe I whipped this together this fast.
You know how many people heard that and went and bought 4 fucking loaves of bread? Like,
you know oh my God, what kind of bread does Oprah eat? We gotta get that bread.
She just said bread. All bread. Oh, dude. I eat bread every day. I do that. I eat bread every day.
It's so funny. I eat bread every day. I just love it.
Oh, man. Beard says Ty don't go with the shirt. Ty didn't have to go with the shirt. Ty has to go with the shoes and the belt.
Yep.
Not by my standards.
All right. That's a
Not
double
this- not
Western.
this guy.
That's a half-ass double Western knot that I just did. Hold on.
Double Western or double
Windsor knot.
different
not Western
W?
knot.
Windsor. There you go. I was like, I know you're wrong, but I don't know the right.
But this shirt is big on me now.
Yeah. Hey man, that's what happens. That's what happens, dude.
I've lost a lot of fucking weight, dude. I put on my work pants the other day, and I didn't even fit in those motherfuckers. I had to crunch the belt. And you know what's sad? I had to put a new hole in my belt because my belt don't fit me. I didn't realize how fast I lost fucking weight. Yeah. I cut sugar. Mostly I cut sugar out, cut back alcohol, of course. I don't know if you guys noticed, I haven't been drinking on stream much. But
me neither.
yeah, and then
There's LaCroix, some water, and a nos.
I eat every single day, but every other week I fast for a day, and then I make sure everything I eat is mainly lean protein. And weekends I eat whatever the fuck I want. I lost 40 pounds in like 2 months.
Yeah, that's good.
Not even trying
That's
really,
good.
just kind of controlling my diet a little bit. Oh well, I am doing a lot of like, dude, I tried to do 10 push-ups and I couldn't fucking do it. I'm like, I'm exercising. Fuck this.
Dude, that scares me. So here's the thing. Because of COVID and because like gyms are shut down and because of not being able to be close to each other and not being able
Magic
to like...
just said he got dad bod. Sorry.
No, you always been skinnier and shit, dude. What? You think that. He thinks that. He has a little gut for the first time in his life and thinks it's dad bod. I know he's skinny. He's always been skinny, dude.
I don't know.
I can't picture it.
Magic, I ain't seen you in a minute, man. We gotta hang out, dude. Like,
I ain't seen him since
you got a
almost
daughter, I don't.
a year.
You gotta let me know. I mean, I know that we got this shit going on right now. Because I mean, we had to go. They canceled. Well, they didn't. Well, Mom and Marco, I know they went to go see Magic, but
yeah.
But we were supposed to do a Father's Day thing. We kept it small, and I think probably because like we got some family members that are going around everywhere, and they don't want to bring it in the house. So
yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. I was hoping to see you then.
Ding dong, Sam. Yeah. See.
Ding ding, Sam.
See, you're just. Yeah. He's just not. Oh, I said ding dong. What a fucking. That's how fat I am, dude. That's how fat I am. I'm thinking of fucking ho-hos and ding dongs.
Look at that.
Oh.
The gut. I'm not sucking in.
I ain't doing that.
That's sucking in. Like, I got skin from losing fucking weight, dude.
I got so much. Wait, what is it?
No,
My neck
Magic.
looks like a vagina.
No, Magic was there with me in Florida. Magic, remember when either you or Shakita was outside, and I was standing on top of the hot tub thing or the fire pit, and I was rubbing lotion and shit all over me. I didn't realize how fat I was, but it was so funny because I pissed off those golfers. That's the same one I told you where I saw the alligator or whatever. These golfers. If you guys go on my Twitter and scroll down to like the October 2017, you'll find it. Or I can just repost it, but it's funny as shit.
Scroll down 3 years real quick. Just fucking get them finger flickings going. Well, depending on how much you tweet. If you tweet as much as Magic, it'll take you 3 years to get to it. That dude fucking 50 to 60 things a day. It's insane.
Yeah, Magic's always tweeting shit out.
He's not scared of that share button, dude. He's not scared of that share button either, dude.
Yeah,
he's like, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. I'm looking at him all day.
Yeah, but it's so shit he shares. He finds like that's what I love about that because he shares a lot of shit from like black culture and a lot of shit's fucking hysterical. Like I don't get like he probably gets that shit in his feed and then he gets to share it. I don't get that shit in my feed for some reason. I can follow the same shit,
dude.
I'm telling you, this falls back to what we were talking about. There's algorithms that target certain things, and it's all about making you buy shit.
Yeah, 100%.
We were talking about, me and Brittany were talking about something. Oh, we were talking about getting a new fridge when this one broke, but I think I can fix it. I think I just need to replace the compressor. Simple part. And we were going to buy a new fridge. We were just talking about it. All of a sudden, even if I'm on a webpage, I'm seeing refrigerator ads. I'm seeing this. Yeah. I mean, your phone listens to you guys. It's got like the text to speech. I bet you it's like that, but it goes into like some cloud that's a search bar, pulls ads from that fucking topic, and just fills it in your cookies. That's all it does.
I saw this thing where it was like, it's like when you turn off your fucking voice commands on Google, and then it's like. And then you go to activate it and you say, okay, Google. And then Google hears that. It's like, sorry, but voice commands are turned off. And it's like, then how did you hear me say that? You know what I mean?
Right.
You're supposed to be turned off.
You mean to tell me you're not going to search on my behalf? You're just going to search on other companies' behalf that bought my information.
Yeah.
I wonder
how many push-ups I could do right now. You got me thinking about it. Dude, I don't have to take a PT test for like 2 years. I don't have to take a PT test for like 2. Dude, I doubt I could even do. Well, I know I can do 33 because that's how many I need to do minimum to pass my PT test. It's 67 to get max points, 33 to pass.
67.
And I normally a minute. Yeah.
I did 93 in 1 minute. And I know you're like, oh, that's like 2 push-ups a second almost. In high school, do you remember the chin thing? So in high school, when we did our test, because everybody's got to be able to do push-ups. So the girls did the where they put their knees on the ground and they don't have to put their full posture up, and they did those kind of push-ups. Okay. The girls could if they want to do it for a choice, because you got tested and graded on this. If you're a large
we have girls that fucking come in and slay like their max is like 32. Mm-hmm. Our minimum is 33. Like their minimum is like 12. You have girls that roll up and bang out 70, and they're like. And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I'm with that shit, dude. I'm with that shit. Your own body.
What, do you want to do a push-up contest? I bet you're going to beat me, but I'll try.
I doubt it, dude. I doubt it.
I don't know, man.
I doubt it.
I love how we're both giving each other confidence, saying that we both are trash and we're not going to be able to do these. All right, push-up contest. Fuck it.
All right.
Do I have anything?
Are we gonna do the same time or turnsies?
I mean, I think me and you probably can both. Well, I know I can't do 40. Just go until you can't go no more. If I'm tired, I'll root you on.
Okay, are you gonna have your headset on? So you can hear. I can set a 1 minute timer.
Can you put? Yeah, I'll keep my headset on. Let me put up this way like that.
I'll leave mine on too, so it's fair. Let me set a 1 minute timer. I'm gonna set it for like 1:05, and I'm gonna set it for like 1:05, and then we're just gonna guesstimate like 5 seconds. I can almost do a full
split now, Sam. Too, by the way.
That's weird.
Yeah, I've never been able to do one, so I've been like stretching every day trying to be able.
All right, tell me when you're.
I'm ready whenever you say ready. You just tell me when.
Okay.
Go. Hold on.
All right.
I probably shouldn't do this.
I hope this thing's loud enough. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
1. 20.
27, 28.
Slow him down. 30.
40.
31. 32. 33. 34. Well, I can do the PT test. I did 34. I could have squeezed 50. A couple more. I could squeeze a couple more up. No, you're taking too many breaks. Once I took a break, I counted it as a fail.
No.
You said go, go, go.
Oh, whatever. I had 11 seconds.
If I could sit in the stance and... Oh, that's right. We were doing a time.
Yeah, in a minute.
I'm stupid.
Whatever, dude. 54. Holy shit, I'm impressed with myself.
You know why? Because it was a competition between your brother.
The adrenaline... Well,
you got that extra?
Yeah. Here's the thing. Take that
Honestly, I could have kept going. I just didn't feel like it. I'm lazy.
Now take me going... Okay, I hear you. Fuck.
Well, notice how you sound very winded and I don't.
Yeah, because I'm out of shape. I have the muscle, but I'm out of shape. I don't have the
cardio.
Yep, the respiratory capabilities.
Restart this competition 1 minute, dude. I should do that. We should do a thing like with every so many followers, we'll bang out 10. It'll give us a reason to exercise and be stupid.
Sure, or we should just fucking keep competing. You know what I mean? See who's been slacking or whatever. But yeah, no, I was saying is the adrenaline.
I thought about, and this is down the road, and I want to catch this before anything. But this October, I thought about us doing a sober October and really like trying to get in shape and shit, and me and you competing, and we'll scale it. We'll scale it. So we'll go off of like, I don't know how you would do with weights and stuff though.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I think it's just a competition with ourselves, and we'll just try to get in shape for sober October, and we just won't drink or nothing.
Who's got the nicer six-pack at the end of it? Because abs are made in the kitchen, and if you're not drinking, that's a lot of calories I'm not consuming.
Yeah.
That's probably my biggest source of calories. Like, of unnecessary calories, I'll put it that way.
Beer is like if you're going to drink wine or liquor. Alcohol,
yeah. Even wine's got a lot.
Depending what you drink.
And everybody tells you that vodka has the least. Yeah, everybody tells you vodka has the least, but I found that most whiskeys have less calories than vodka.
Whiskeys and Bacardi Zero. I just choked on my dip.
You choked on your what now?
My dip.
Get my mic right.
I choked on my dick. I was sucking it.
Oh, dude, my titties are sore, dude. Oh, dude, I know bullshit. Have not done a push-up in probably 3 months
right now because I already did shit today. So I'm like trying to get my body let my meat rebuild.
Oh man, I know BS probably haven't done a push-up in fucking 3 months at least. So we haven't been PTing, dude. We haven't done PT since like March. And like I was saying, I have to take a PT test till like 2021. You know what I mean? Till like late 2021. And so I have no motivation to like really get in shape right now. You know what I mean? It's so hard to self-motivate.
That's what I'm saying. Now imagine if you didn't even have that PT test. You probably wouldn't get it all fucking kept. You'd be like, okay, well, I'm starting to get like overweight. I guess I got to better, lose weight and stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what you get to. Like, especially like with me, I don't have anything that, like me, I was always active in fighting, sports, shit like that. So I always had a motivation to stay in shape and stuff like that. Plus,
right. Oh,
I
dude,
like to look
especially
good.
if you do, dude, high school sports have such rigorous training. The ones I've been to, at least, man. Wrestling practice was like 2 fucking hours.
For what?
Man.
What, for middle school?
High school. It was like 2 hours.
And then I would go high school?
Yeah, 1 year, dude. 1 year. My junior year, they threw me on. No. Sophomore year, they threw me on varsity because I was the only person who could make the 142 weight. And I got sent as a goddamn fucking martyr to every single match. I switched schools right after all the scrimmage season. Mm-hmm. So I got there a week before the first meet. I talked to the coach. He threw me on the team, and I was a martyr who went out knowing that I was going to get pinned every single fucking time, but it saved us like 2 points versus a forfeit.
Right. Now so do you understand? Hey, Sam, what weight class did I wrestle?
142, right?
Yeah.
Roughly?
Well, it's technically 142, and then after November and December, after November, it goes up 1 pound, goes 143, and then you got, and then you get another couple pound weight allowance because of the holidays, and then it's here it'll be 145. It was 140. They must have changed it to a pound lower for some reason. I'm sure they got a reason for scale. But dude, wrestling's hard. Like when you watch people wrestle, you're like, oh, I could do that. Oh, that looks gay. Go out there on the fucking mat, fight with your strength with another man for 2 minutes straight.
Let me tell you this, man.
And tell me if you get tired.
So for starters, the worst part is I was 2, sometimes 3 inches taller than almost every single person I wrestled, but they had so much more muscle. I was like thin muscular, you know what I mean? I had like
is the reason 140.
I had almost a skinny 6-pack type of thing, but everybody was shorter than me and like meat, dude. They were meat. They fucking tore me up every time. I didn't get pinned like 3 times.
I was 6% body fat. I am not talking about I got the hand measuring thing. I got an actual BMI reading at the college because kids were dying from cutting weight. Because when I was younger, they just outlawed and started the weight thing. So if you went to make weight, they would give you a healthy weight you can go to. The coaches could not make you go lower than that. Because some kids, they would literally starve themselves for a week.
Oh, I remember.
As a 140 pounder just to fucking wrestle like a 112 or something, like crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like they would go to weigh in, and after the weigh in, they would eat and shit like that because they probably wouldn't wrestle for like another hour. So they would stuff down like dry stuff like oat bars and shit like that. Shit you won't puke up.
Right. Coaches would tell us that you're not even allowed to drink water. We'd be driving, busing 2 hours, and they'd be like, no fucking water on the way there. You know what I mean?
Why do you think I dipped when I first started chewing tobacco? I did that because smoking's horrible for your fucking lungs and cardio. Yeah. So I dip, and then on top of that, you're spitting out water weight all the time.
That's when I started dipping. When I moved back from Baltimore to Carroll County, that's when I started chewing tobacco, dude. Of course, obviously.
So did you wrestle for FSK?
Yeah.
That's a
well-known wrestling school. Yeah, dude, we had good people. We had good people.
South Carroll.
I was a fucking martyr.
Dude,
whatever, dude.
I had to wrestle 2 matches. I had a try meet one time. So the strategy was my coach said, look, this first guy you're going to wrestle, he's garbage. play with your food. That's what my coach told me. Go play with your food. I said, okay. I tech falled him. Now, a tech fall is when you're beating somebody 11-0. They just call the match because it's a quote unquote skunk, but technically it's called a technical fall. A pinfall is when you actually get pinned. Well, my first tournament, I can go bring the newspaper clip down here if you like. It's right up there. I got all my pins under. Well, I don't know if it has the concocted duels one, but the one pin I had the fastest record. I don't know if Winners will beat it, but it was like 4 seconds. I pinned somebody, and in the match, all my pins were under 30 seconds. Now you just going into FSK. Imagine you just going in there doing that. It's unheard of. And 140 to 150. Well, I'll probably even say close to 160, but you got some 180 pounders. But those are the hardest weight class because when you're that,
it's the average height male of that age with muscle.
And
I know exactly what you're getting at because I had to fucking fight them.
Right, because again, it gives you the combo of speed and muscle. So the little guys, they ain't going to knock each other out. Let me look at boxing. Most time you watch like featherweights, they don't knock each other out most of the time.
Yeah, they go every round.
They can't hit that hard. You still got to hit it hard enough to ring a person's bell, right? Right. So, but then you watch like heavyweight boxing. You guys getting knocked out all the fucking time. They're bigger.
Because if it
that
lands,
weight class that weight class I was in is the toughest weight class because you're not just fucking with muscle, you're fucking with speed. And before they shut down a school called Bolingbrook, which was a detention center, these motherfuckers were in the gym lifting weights in sync and shit, screaming and hollering all together. It was. You walk in between two glass panels.
Some Cobra Kai shit, dude. Some fucking
absolutely. But these guys, man, they are loyal to each other. They had no fucking wrestling skill whatsoever. All of them relied on muscle, and they all got their asses kicked. But they were tough. That fucking dude, man,
sure.
He put me in a headlock and had the arm with it. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, he's crushing my fucking chin. Because he was trying to throw a headlock, but I locked the leg and he couldn't get it, so he was just cranking on me. But I ain't gonna go because I'm locked onto him. He has no technique, so he don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just sitting there like, my head's gonna pop, but you're not getting this, bitch. I rarely got pinned. Most time when I lost, those got the points.
I remember when we had our a match at Winter's Mill, the high school that I should have gone to.
Yeah.
And
before so you got to see John Lowe.
Before I told you I met him, and I was like, "Hey, man, you're Mr. Lowe, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You remember Andy Fisher?" He's like, "Of course." And I'm like, "I'm his brother." And he goes, "I'm sorry."
Yeah, that's what I mean, man.
And then I was embarrassed that I even told him I was related to you because I got my ass fucking handed to me. Not only in front of him, your fucking like probably biggest childhood mentor. Yeah. Not only in front of all of my old elementary, early middle school friends, everybody I grew up with was there, and they're like, "Oh, Sam's here, what the fuck, what the hell?" All these people that I hadn't seen in 6 years. I got beat by the legitimate, no bullshit Chinese foreign exchange student who couldn't barely fucking speak English and was no bullshit giving everybody Mr. Miyagi massages before the matches and shit. Happy as shit, the dude smiled from start to finish, fucked me up, and went and fucking walked away. And I was like, cool, man, this is a TV show. I'm in a TV show,
but Sam,
and this is when I go hide in a closet for a month, you know?
But when you went there and you walk out on that mat and they got a spotlight down on the mat.
Oh, dude, I will say, you hear mumbles. You just hear, that's it.
Dude.
As much as anybody's screaming or anything and all that stuff, all you hear,
you're
there, dude.
That's
you're
what I'm
there.
Saying. Until you
that's
get
it, dude.
You walk and you talk to somebody, most of the time, I can tell if they were a wrestler before. If they even did 2 years of wrestling, I know they were a wrestler. So,
it's legitimately like the movies. That is legitimately like the movies, and getting knocked out is legitimately like cartoons. And
you see stars. You literally see stars.
It looks like, for me, it was lightning. I legit saw, like, the one time I've been knocked the fuck out. Let me see if I have the scar. Yeah, that scar.
Yeah.
16th birthday.
Yeah.
16th birthday, Ben knocked me the fuck out, our brother. Knocked me the fuck out. One punch, dude. We were just talking trash, whatever. I was on the phone. I was being an asshole. He was hollering. He was being an asshole. And I provoked him. 100% deserved. I was like, do something then. He goes, oh, okay. Hot, dot, dot, swap. And fucking knocked me the
Why'd you let him
out,
catch
dude.
you?
I wasn't expecting it.
Even when
we were
you're
just
a kid,
talking shit.
You're always going to have speed on people, most likely.
We were the same height, but I was on the couch and I stood up on my knees on the couch. You know what I mean? So I was on my knees, had no footing, no balance, no anything. He was standing next to the couch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're
and I just went dunk and I bounced back on the couch. And then I woke up right away. But
oh yeah, most
and then the wrestling things like the movies seconds. Yeah, and like in football movies especially, it's always football movies where it's like something crazy happens and you hear the heartbeat. That's not real. Yeah. But at least for me, I've heard my heartbeat sometimes when you're like really doesn't matter. But you hear like and then they look up and you hear like roaring shouts. Like it's literally like you turn and like can like focus in and out of it. It's so fucking wild, dude.
Yeah, dude, really cool. But that's what I mean by like having actual mental control. And when they say get your head in the game, if you are not hearing shit and you're focused on that, then your head's in the game. That's the whole meaning of that. It's not like, oh, make sure you pay attention and listen. All of that shit. The reason you train is so that way when you get something, your body automatically knows how to react to it. It's not about
it's like Keanu Reeves when he fucking uses the force and he's like, when Keanu's doing his thing, he's like, oh, okay, this is fucking the Matrix now. Yeah. And it's just real slow and he's like, it's literally what it can feel like.
And he comes up, he goes, I know Kung Fu.
Oh man, that's got some meme potential right there.
I watched this interview with dude. I love him, man. Keanu Reeves. Like I watched this interview.
He's the best, dude.
Well, some guy said something like, "My son's a big fan of yours. Is there any way you can get a signature?" And the guy was like, "Oh, excuse me, don't interrupt him and stuff like that." And Keanu just like, "Sure, man." And then the guy continues. You can see Keanu. He's just sitting there like this. And then he just goes like this and gets up and walks away and goes over to the people and starts taking pictures with them and shit. And like, fuck the promotion.
Yeah.
He's all about the people. He's very, very humble. I mean, the man's had some extraordinary shit happen in his life. I mean, between his wife dying.
I saw one video recently where he actually like, it was the closest thing I've ever seen.
Dink stream is fucked. Hold on. What do you mean it's fucked? Is my stream fucked, Sam? I know you got it up. I don't like pulling up my stream because it just takes up more shit on my computer. I need to build another computer.
I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't hear anything wrong with it.
Let me just type refresh. It might be him. It might have hiccuped on our end and then his end got fucked up. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting any drop frames or nothing now. Everything looks like it's running good on my end. But yeah. Crazy shit.
Oh man. Who are these people?
Well, I guess since now we got off the random topic, do you want to go to the Epstein shit and talk about our theories and thoughts?
Before we go into that, my wife works in she works with people with disabilities and stuff, and one lady doesn't have the use of her legs, and my wife accidentally bumped her foot and goes, "Oh, sorry, I bumped your foot," and then the girl goes, "Oh, it's okay, I can't feel it anyways," and that's hilarious. So.
But dude, that's innocent, not realized, and I know your wife. Like, she's just very polite and shit. So she
texted me immediately like, I fucked up. How funny is that? There was no way I was getting off this podcast today without fucking bringing that up.
I had somebody with Down syndrome call me retarded one time, and they knew what they were doing because they were not stupid.
That's wild.
And I just kind of like, I was at all like, you have a fucked up sense of humor, and I love it. And then,
that's crazy.
And then he proceeded to show me how he can dance like Michael Jackson, doing a crotch grab and all that shit. And then later on, I had a girl that was super into Michael Jackson. She was very disobedient, didn't want to do shit. She acted like she totally didn't want to fucking work. And then I saw her jamming, and she looked like she was in a good mood walking out. I was like, what's that dance you're doing? She goes, nothing. I was like, show me. Like, I am very, because of my personality, I think I resonate with people more because I'm not the guy that sits there and goes, okay, so tell me about your work history and your past.
That's funny because I just
don't
watched
do that shit.
I was just watching Scrubs earlier today, and he's like, you can really tell a lot about people how they go. And the guy was like, you know, you got to do this. Here's this. We're going to do this at this time. And he's like, you can really tell what they're actually saying. And the guy goes, I'm a tool. I'm a tool. I'm a total tool. I'm a tool, and I'm nothing but a tool because I'm a tool. And it's like, yeah, man, that's literally what that stuff translates to.
So, I mean, I do everything by the book, but I have I like to look at myself as kind of like a Patch Adams of this field. You ever seen that movie?
Of course I have.
So like,
sad.
Yeah. Well, it's a very sad movie, but like, you know how he took humor and stuff into the medical field when it was always supposed to be serious and all that other shit? And he realizes that some people, they know they're going to die. They're on their deathbed. What's your last wish? What's something we can do to cheer you up? What's your last enjoyment in life you would like to have?
The old lady in the pool of spaghetti.
Right. Now, I'm not doing that by all means, but like, I let people... I want to see your personality, because your personality is a big factor when it comes to a work environment, and making sure that the work environment you're in is a good one for you. Because somebody who cusses like a sailor shouldn't be working in a library who can't control himself. Now, you take somebody with
unless it's that kind of library.
I have never seen a library like that. It's always snobby old lady. You know? This time it's not. This time it's like kids screaming, parents yelling at them, fucking shit. Get out of here.
Dude, I accidentally walked by the book section in the store the other day, and I like stopped for a moment, and I no bullshit, and I literally texted Lauren, my wife, right after. And I was like, forgot about books. I haven't read a book in 10 years.
It's dude.
I was like, books are like outdated, man.
It's people still write.
Dude, I don't even know if I want to get into the fucking schmepspeen today.
Nah, we can save it.
It's all fucked. It's all fucked. That's all it is. The only thing that I had really to roll off of that was the fact of all these celebrities that keep supposedly getting involved. And the last I heard was apparently Tom Hanks was involved in it all. And next thing you know, he renounced his United States citizenship and is now a resident of Greece or Rome or something.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, Tom Hanks got... apparently, he was one of his, frequent flyer friends. Yeah, it's everybody. Oprah, apparently.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking Chrissy Teigen. Chrissy Teigen apparently is like that. The fucking not fucking what's his goddamn name? Another fucking whatever, dude. Ellen DeGeneres was apparently a massive friend of Jeffrey Epstein. And think about like how many kids were on her show and shit like that.
He really did.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. He had old money, dude. He had fucking Great Gatsby money, dude. He just had old money. He had money from the before times. He didn't really earn it. He just had it. You know what I mean? Some fucking Jesus, bearded. Fuck.
Well,
straight out of Compton.
Motherfucker's name Ice Cube. Here we come with attitude.
Christ.
I don't care what anybody says. NWA's classic. That's when the real shit was going on. Not all this fake shit you see going around. But
back when gangster was gangster.
Yeah, and it's not like what's that guy? Sarah played a song. No, have you heard any music by the guy? We talked about him.
Tekashi 6ix9ine. Tekashi 6ix9ine. Yeah, dude.
Is, man. Like
Rainbow Bright, dude. What a pretty girl.
I know. I just
what a pretty girl.
Like I'm just thinking like there's got to be hip hop artists right now. Like what the fuck? Snoop Dogg made a comment, but he goes, "Man, all this rap now."
That's what I was gonna bring up. Snoop Dogg, dude. It's so funny because Snoop Dogg is OG. Snoop Dogg's real gangster. Snoop Dogg definitely has some weird shit going on in his past, but he's still 50 as fuck, and he's still old with technology. And it's a video of him in like a broom closet with looking down on his phone like an old person, like. Don't do this, man. It's like if dad made the video. You know what I mean? Like you're still 50, you know?
Well, he said this shit. He goes, man. Hold on, y'all. Let me tell you something. So all this rap music nowadays, it all sound the same. Hoobity doobity blah blah blah. Ooh, like
that's all
he
it
makes
is,
fun
man.
of it. It's all sound. And then once I heard him say that and I heard the shit, it ruined it for me. I can't even get into mumble rap.
That's literally what it is, dude. It's literally what it is.
What was that one song that came
Ray's
out?
Hell Eat Cornbread listens to that shit, and I'm like, God damn it, dude. And he thinks it's funny, and I'm like, you're making these idiots famous every time you listen to their shit. You're giving them money, dude.
Well, I mean, I'm sure 50 Cent did, man. I mean, he fucking ratted out a bunch of shit. What did he do? Put a hit on somebody or some bullshit? What was that about?
50 Cent or Tech 9? Because I fucking love Tech 9, dude. I love Tech 9. Tech 9 is low-key fucking hilarious. You know what I mean?
Tech 9's always been hilarious. He's been, Cottonmouth Kings, they always got funny-ass comedy shit. He's been on their albums. He's been on Eminem shit. He's been on everybody's
I forgot about Pack Your Bowl, Pack Your Bowl, Pack Your Bowl. Fucking just a bunch of white dudes
sounds like
singing
trash.
about.
It is trash unless you're stoned. Then it sounds
good.
Cottonmouth
Kings is so bad.
It is. But when you hear the noises and the wang
he loved them,
shit,
dude. Ben knew every fucking word.
I'm sure he did. Oh, I bet you Ben liked ICP too, didn't he?
No, but our good buddy, the guy who did my scorpion tattoo, was a huge fucking. He's a juggalo,
God.
man, or it was at the time. Fucking wore a Hatchet Man keychain.
Oh god.
Fucking my scorpion tattoo, dude. The guy who did that, Matt Galloway, he's got a fucking.
Oh really?
Body more tattoos in Baltimore, dude.
He didn't do a bad job. I don't know about Cornbread's fucking tattoo though.
Oh,
his name's Cornbread now. If he ever comes to this channel where his name's, tell him to rename his Twitch, unfollow me, and make a new name called Cornbread. He's Cornbread now.
That's hilarious. Cornbread. God, I love Tech Nine. Tech Nine is hilarious, dude.
He should be RHE Cornbread. That should be his fucking name. Or just raise cornbread.
That's funny.
And then, I get to smoke weed every day. I want to hear an Oprah version. Eat bread every day.
I eat bread every day. I love bread. I love bread.
I love bread. I love it.
Her face is so, I love bread. I eat bread every day. I love bread. Cool, Oprah. Go spend $1 billion on something else, please.
Oh, God. Fuck. But I'm just thinking, man. Yeah, what if... Here's a out of this world... 100% not true. 100% not true. But wouldn't it be fucked up? We heard like Dr. Disrespect because a year ago he came out and he said he cheated on his wife out of character and all this shit and took a break from Twitch for a little bit and then came back and changed the name from the Slick Daddy